Ladies and gentlemen, welcome tonight to Big Red Stadium in Hamler, Ohio, where your Bryan Golden Bears visit the Patrick Henry Patriots. You're on the Oberlin Turnbull countdown to kickoff. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family focus. What a big one tonight, partner. PH Bryan, last play win last year, and here we sit tonight.
You know, that PH game last year wasn't just a last effort. Bryan was up 28-0, and Patrick Henry got all the way back, and Bryan scored, and then Patrick Henry had the ball late in the game in Bryan territory and just couldn't get it in. So 35-28 last year, and it was a really exciting game. It was one of those games that as a Bryan fan, you didn't expect Bryan to go up 4 scores on the Patriots.
It's not something that happens, and it's definitely not happened this year, as Patrick Henry this year has been so dominant in the first half. Average score at halftime for PH games this year is 25-3. We know that because we've kind of been on the other end of things in that first half of getting a slow start on the defensive side of the ball. Tonight's going to be a test.
It is. It's definitely going to be a test, but the Bryan Golden Bears have done pretty well lately. The Golden Bears sitting at 3-1 overall, 1-0 in the NWOAL, and since that loss at against Van Wert, they have had a pretty good time as we focus on Bryan in our first segment.
Yeah, offense has been incredibly potent. We've got, looking at statistics this week, when was the last time that the Golden Bears had somebody in the top 10 statistically in the state?
Yeah.
Not in the conference, not in D4. Sam Harold's the number 5 rusher in the state of Ohio. What a season he's had.
He actually has a great season, 729 yards on 65 carries, averaging over 11 yards a carry, 8 touchdowns, and leading the league. Sam Harold's just a special kid. We've seen him playing for 4 years now, and he's just a special guy.
He really is, on both sides of the ball. And from everything that you hear, everything that you see on the field, off the field, not only is he an incredible athlete, but he's a heck of a leader as well.
Absolutely, he is that guy that you want to have in there, And Bryan averaging 44.75 points scored. They're allowing 39. Patrick Henry, as you said, being very stingy in that first half, and that's something we got to watch as we look into this game.
It is going to be one of those where we don't want it to be the tale of two halves. The Bryan defense has been really stout coming out in the third quarter. We'd like to see that fresh out of the gate tonight, but it's going to be a bit because Bryan won the toss, and they're going to put their best foot forward. They won the toss, elected to receive. You don't see that a lot these days. A lot of teams defer to the second half. Coach Redhead said, no, we want the ball.
Yeah, and he has been doing that pretty much as he has been the coach here. He likes to take that ball and get it at the beginning. And, it's going to be a great game tonight. I think this is one of the games that has the potential to be a great matchup in the NWOAL.
I think it is the game of the night, definitely in the conference, probably in the entire area. Are these two teams playing good football, both coming in. Why don't we take our first break? We'll come right back with the Grant Redhead Show. You had a chance to sit down and talk with them this week. We'll come right back after this word from our sponsors, back for the Grant Redhead Show, and then we'll come back to break down Patrick Henry. You're on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Nobody likes an awkward silence. You can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malanga alongside Coach Grant Redhead of the Bryan Golden Bears. And Coach, good win over Delta on Friday night back at home.
Yeah, it's good to be back in Golden Bear Stadium and, on that new field. And we put on some fireworks with 49 points. I was happy. Not happy at halftime, 14-14, but we challenged them and said, play to the best of your boys and girls soccer too. And when they have games on turf, they need to use it. So we don't mind when we're out on.
Yeah, and that last score. Welcome back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malanga alongside Coach Grant Redhead of the Bryan Golden Bears. And Coach, good win over Delta on Friday night back at home.
Yeah, it's good to be back in Golden Bear Stadium and, on that new field. And we put on some fireworks with 49 points. I was happy. Not happy at halftime, 14-14, but we challenged them and said, play to the best of your ability, not just good enough to get by, and they did.
Yeah, and that last score right before halftime, did that change your mood when you came in?
Absolutely.
I was thinking that might be the case.
To give up a couple big plays and a penalty and give them, in coaches, we call it a cheap score, real quick in under 3 minutes, it was upsetting because we could have went in and had the lead and then improved on it. Yeah. But, we went in tied. It was, a motivational speech and challenged them and,
They responded. Yeah,
it was nice.
Yeah, we had some good stuff on the ground, some great stuff through the air, so that two-pronged attack really worked against Delta. Yeah,
they kept putting, first they had 6 and then 7, then 8 in the box. And, at the end there, they even had their free safety up within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage, and we just kept bouncing the runs.
Yeah, and anytime you see one of our guys kind of bounce to the outside, you always want to go. You always think they're going to break it because they just, once they hit that corner and there's nobody to stop them, they know how to run.
Sam's deceptive with his speed. He does have breakaway speed, to get those big gains and sometimes outrun people.
Yeah, it's good. And the passing game looked pretty good too.
Not bad. We did have 2 turnovers that I wasn't happy about. And but, again, it's cleaning up. Now we're getting in to PH and Liberty, 2 of our toughest games in the league, and we got to clean our game up.
So if you could take away something you didn't like about the Delta game, was it the penalties? And
I didn't like it. We didn't have a ton, but we did have a few. And, a few that we had them stopped. It was 3rd and long, and a young player misses the sack and it inadvertently gets the face mask. Well, it should have been a 5. Right. They made it a 15. Right. Then on that same drive, he jumps offside. So 20 yards on one kid, and that you take away either one of those and we stop them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you got to the first league win, which is always something you want to check off the box there, and now you head to Patrick Henry. One of the few games you'll actually play on grass.
Yes.
So a little bit different preparation?
Yeah, well, we've been out on our practice field, but we also share the turf field with boys and girls soccer too, and when they have games on turf, they need to use it. So we don't mind when we're out on the practice fields that we have. It's all the same to me. Practice.
Right, absolutely. So when you look at Patrick Henry, they're undefeated, 1-0 in the league, and they are kind of one of those teams that you guys got into a shootout with last year and ended up getting out of our home field with a win. This year, same thing, except they have brought back a tight end, which is something they didn't have last year. So when you look at them, what is your first opinion of them?
Well, they're fundamentally sound. They have 10 two-way players. So they only have, the quarterback doesn't go both ways on offense. They have an outside linebacker that doesn't go both ways on defense. And they rarely sub in, so they don't have a lot of depth. And, they do things well, but as the game goes on and they start to get tired, they start to wear out and give up plays. So I think they're a good football team. Hopefully we're in better shape. We were better shape than Delta, and that showed in the 3rd and 4th quarters, and hopefully we can do that as well.
All right, well, let's take a look at them quickly in the 3 phases of the game. What are you going to see out of them offensively? Nash Meyer is back at quarterback, correct? And then you also have Houston Miranda as their running back. And so what do you look at when you see those guys in that offense?
Well, it's a 2-headed snake. They will, run, and then they'll take a shot. And they throw it to a spot. The quarterback knows when to release it, and the receiver knows to go up and get it. Whether it's the guys covered or not, they do a good job of going up and getting the ball. It's a little bit two-pronged on offense. Defensively, they rely on the big guys up front to draw blocks, and then the linebackers run around. They're not real good at keeping contained, so I think we can get outside, hopefully.
What do they run defensively?
Well, they run a 34 or a 3-5 hybrid. It just depends if they go 2 high safety or 1. And they like the 2 high a lot, so it's a 3-4-4. And, they'll walk a backer up and they'll shift a line over to give it a 40 look. But we're going to get the odd front to start, and then if we start running the ball, they'll bring another guy in the box and another guy in the box, and hopefully
Kind
we
of
can.
what Delta tried to do there.
Yeah,
Absolutely. What about special teams?
that's the chink in the armor. Their kicking game isn't very good. They have a 286-pound lineman's their kicker, and it's a toe kick. So sometimes it will squib 5 feet off the deck and go to the 20. And other times it just dribbles, because he misses it. And it's like it's hard to tell. I think they're onsiding, and we're going to treat it as an onside, but we're not sure.
Right.
And they don't kick field goals. They go for 2 every time. Punter, he's good as a punter, but that takes a guy out of the coverage and a safety, so we could get a good return.
How do we look against them special teams wise? I mean, since Van Wert was a rough one with special teams, we cleaned that up, haven't given up any big runs. Do you hope that continues, or anticipate that you'll be able to not give up any big plays on the kickoff returns and things like that?
No, it better, because I'm in charge of punt team and kickoff team, and I don't want to yell at myself. I can't fire myself.
Yeah.
But the big thing is, just getting the kids hyped up, and special teams are special. They are a huge part of the game.
Yep.
Too many coaches don't spend enough time with them, and they don't take them as serious as they should. We spend 20, 25 minutes every day, and we go through every single one, and that's what helps us.
Good. Well, we wish you the best luck. Want to get league win number 2, surprise these guys again, and then head into LC. So
Yeah,
hopefully
last 3 have been they've all been close games and shootouts. So, if we can go into LC 2-0 in the league, and you just play each game as it comes and play your best and let it happen.
Do we have any new injuries to worry about?
No, the guys are there, and even with injuries, it's next man up mentality. We have to. So.
We do. All right, Coach, best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Grant Redhead of the Bryan Golden Bears is going to take this time out, come back with more on the pregame show here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Nobody likes an awkward silence, but you can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration,
and everyone who played a role in this project.
We just want to say,
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
The Fountain City Amphitheater provides opportunities for families and friends to have fun at many different events. After winning Season 21 of The Voice on Team Kelly, Girl Named Tom recently performed a free concert on the AMP's incredible outdoor stage, thanks to numerous corporate and family sponsors.
With a 5-tier sponsorship opportunity, you can help support this project and all that is to come. Sponsorships promote brand exposure and include unique bonuses with each tier.
To learn more about how you can help provide quality programming at the AMP, visit cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater.
Welcome back here to Big Red Stadium, not Golden Bear Stadium tonight, where Bryan is on the road to take on Patrick Henry. A huge shout out to our sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Andreas O'Neill and Lowe, Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, the Daniel Van Atta Agency, Fackler Monument, Jason Dietsch Automotive Services, Newcomer, Schaefer, Spangler and Brenninger, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Starks Plumbing and Heating, Veteran Services of Williams County. Let's take a minute to take a look at PH.
Yeah, PH, they're 4-0 overall, 1-0 in the NWOAL. And the big thing about Patrick Henry is the fact that they have started really well in the first half.
Defense has been solid, giving up just 10 points a game, 2 shutouts in there.
Yep.
And Nashmeyer, he's a real deal at quarterback,
He absolutely
leading the
is.
conference in passing, and they've got the number 2 rusher as well. So our first, second, and third quarterbacks and running backs, we got him here tonight.
We are going to have our national anthem brought to you by Veterans Services of Williams County. National anthem. They actually did a cool thing there. They had
really cool K
some
through 4
elementary
up there.
kids.
Yeah, and it was their K through 4 here at Patrick Henry Elementary to do the national anthem for us. That was really a cool thing. Let's take a look at our keys to the game tonight, sponsored by the Carlin Company. The Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers, your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. Consistently remain number 1 in Williams County and the surrounding areas since 2007. Call us for all your real estate needs. Keys to the game tonight. Offensive, you got to contain Meyer.
Yeah, you cannot let that guy run. That's a big problem.
You can't let him run. You want to keep him in the pocket, but you also, we've had a tendency to give a little bit of cushion out on the outside to the receivers. That will get picked apart. Defense needs to show up early. We cannot be deciding in the third quarter it's time to shut things down. Maybe too far behind to shut things down. 28-point comebacks like we saw last year not often happens in high school football. And one of the things is finish the drives. Bryan's done a really good job this year once we get into the red zone of pushing things through. They're going to want to do that tonight just so that this PH defense doesn't get that emotional boost. 2 shutouts on the season. They want to play from ahead.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And if you look at the keys to the game for the Patrick Henry Patriots, they need to find a way to stop Sam Harrell. Sam's been the number 5 running back in the state. He is doing a great job. They need to stay two-dimensional. They need to get Miranda loose. Houston Miranda, the 5'11", 181-pound senior running back, they need to get him going. And they don't want to let Jace Kepler escape the pocket. That is one other thing that they don't want to do, because when Kepler scrambles, good things happen.
Good things really happen, and we saw last week with the good reads by Kepler and Harold. Whenever Kepler got in trouble, Harold went out in the flat. A couple of long gains off those passes. That is one of the things Bryan's going to want to do, and Patrick Henry is definitely going to want to stop. Here tonight, Bryan won the kick and is going to receive, so let's take a moment to look at our starting lineups from Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrication. Call Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrication for all your mechanical piping needs at 419-519-3111.
So let's look at Bryan's offense to start things off there.
Bryan's offense going to be about the same as it's been every night. You've got Brennan and Devin Egner on the left-hand side, Rainer Clemens snapping the ball, Cade Spisak and Connor Hogan on the right-hand side, Kepler behind center, Sam Harrell at running back, Carter Dominique and Anthony Weber. One little switch at wide receiver this week, Drew Hahn and Gavin Jessing on the other side. We're going to be without Carter Brown tonight, so Anthony Weber has going to be stepping up, taking that second wide receiver position.
And they'll line up against the Patrick Henry defense. Patrick Henry likes to run a 30 front. They like to run that nose guard in the 2 ends. Grant said in the interview that sometimes they like to push up a 4th defender. So Grant Smith, Aiden Delgado, and Jorge Delgado is across the line there. And then your linebackers are Jaden Punches, Houston Miranda, Trent Johnson, and Avery Wright. Your corners and safeties Thomas Smith, Landon Johnson, Lincoln Krieger, and Brock Behrman. They are your corners and safeties here for Bill Inselman's Patrick Henry Patriots.
And as we get ready for tonight's kickoff, let's take a look at our officials tonight, brought to you by Tri-State Vision Center. Serving the area since 1977, contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all your eye care needs. Dean Jagorchek is our referee, Randy Grant the umpire, Drake Fury the back judge, Thomas Dart and Lee Durham are your linesmen tonight.
And I do have to say, Drake Fury is the greatest official name as there could
That
be.
is just
It sounds
about a
like
perfect name.
Drake Fury.
And
You know, he's like a spy or something like that.
And one of the cool things we mentioned before we went on the air tonight is these officials sponsor a local captain from the area and award them with a football and officiating stuff. It was really a cool thing that these officials are doing.
It is, and this is our kickoff sponsored by Bryan Ford Lincoln. Register for our kickoff contest at bryansports.com. We'll draw one lucky contestant each week. If the Golden Bears return the opening kickoff, they will win a $150 Bryan Ford gift card. Not going to see one today. Tonight's contestant was Teresa Kuzmal.
TK, sorry TK.
Yep, sorry TK.
No $4 for you tonight. Kickoff was returned by Drew Hahn out to about the 35, where Bryan will take over. First down, 10 to go on what is a gorgeous night for football here tonight at Big Red Stadium. Taking a look at our Q weather, the Q96.5 pregame weather conditions powered by weatherology.com. 72 degrees, winds are 5 miles an hour out of the northeast. Beautiful night for football.
It absolutely is. It is a beautiful night for football, and I'll tell our viewers that are watching on WOSN or the live stream that we will not have a clock to start things off tonight, so we will not have that. The scoreboard here at Patrick Henry, while beautiful and big, is right in the direct sunlight, and so our cameras cannot pick up the thing. So as the sun goes down, we'll be able to
bring it to you once it goes down. Big play there on first down. Avery Wright, the linebacker, busts through the line, brought something we haven't seen very often. Sam Harrell down for about a 4-yard loss, brings up second down, about 14 to go. This time, Jace is going to keep it, breaks through one tackle, breaks through another, gets out to the 40, positive yards. Going to be a gain of about 6, going to bring up third down, 8 to go.
And that was a nice fake. He handed it looked like he handed it to Sam Harrell, and then he took it off the right side, right over right tackle. Cade Spizak opening some holes there for him to go.
Third down, 8 to go. Looks like a little bit around 10 minutes and some to go.
Yeah,
Kepler's going to roll out to his left, and the sack comes coming off the edge. That's going to be Houston Miranda is going to be brought down. Bryan going the wrong way, going to have to punt this one away early.
Absolutely, and you know, Jace Kepler's a senior quarterback. He's got to know to throw that one away.
Just shy of the Bryan.
Jacob Duran on to boot this one away. Back deep for Patrick Henry. Landon Johnson's back there.
And Thomas Smith is also going to be.
Is that Smith? I think it's Brock Behrman back.
Yep. He switched up on me. I'm
looking into the sun. Nice spiraling punt. High and deep, going to be taken inside the 30. Dropped and finally picked back up. That was going to be Cal Schroeder on the return. Going to bring it out over the PH 35 to about the 37, where the Patriots will take over first down, 10 to go.
Yeah, it was Behrman and Schroeder that were the returners there. So Patriots will have it at their own 38 to start things going, and we talked about this in pregame, a quick strike offense, something you got to be careful of here. Bears need to maybe hold them to a 3-and-out to start things off.
And one of the things Coach Eyes brought back this year is a tight end for the Patriots, so they're running an 11 package. Miranda in the backfield with Meyer, 3 split to the field side, tight end to this side. Myers back to pass, going over the middle. Pass is going to be knocked down, incomplete. Good play by Kepler on that one.
Yep, he was streaking. It was intended for Landon Johnson, who was kind of streaking down the middle of the field, and it was going to be a short pass anyway. He was going to have trouble picking that up, but Kepler helped things along.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball setting on the 38-yard line. 3 go to the field side. Miranda in the backfield with Meyer. Tight end to the boundary side. Snap going to be Miranda up the middle, going to be met at the 40, breaks through a tackle, squirms forward to about the 44, going to bring up third down, 5 to go.
And that's why you want to keep that guy bottled up. The 5'11", 181-pound senior is able to make things happen out there. He kind of reminds you of Sam Harold in his running ability, because once you hit him, he keeps going.
Low center of gravity, he pushes forward. The one thing that I was able to watch parts of a couple of the PH games this week, he's quick. He gets to the line quick, doesn't dance around in the backfield. Nice north-south runner. Going to give it to him again, going over the right side, cuts outside, across midfield, still going inside the 40, brought down in Bryan territory, down to the 35, 34-yard line. Nice big run that time for PH.
He picked up the first down, and then he got kind of wrapped up there by Kepler at first, and then he was able to get down inside the 35 for the Golden Bears. So. And then I also want you to watch out for number 88, Trent Johnson, the 6', 190-pound sophomore tight end. We talked, Coach I wants to have a tight end. He said the biggest mistake he made last year was not having one, and now he's got one. So keep an eye out on 88 Johnson.
Meyer going to swing it out to a nice little short pass in the flat. Room down the sideline, inside the 20, inside the 15, as that pass was complete to Lincoln Krieger.
And the thing that helped that play along was number 5, Landon Johnson, who had a great block, slowing up the Bryan defender and allowing him to spring free down the left sideline.
When we look at this PH team, they throw the ball a lot, but that's basically just a long handoff. They run a lot of those quick passes in the flat, bubble screens and things like that, where you've got one receiver who's your receiver, everybody else is in to block. Meyer takes a snap, puts it into the belly of Miranda. Miranda's met, drags a couple people forward, going to be to about the 10-yard line.
Rayner Clemens right there on the stop. He had him, and the thing I like about that is Rayner fought off his block. He had him, and he kept holding on to him and not letting him escape. So we've been talking about Rayner Clemens the past couple weeks. He's been really stepping up this year.
Stepping up. Going to break second down. Looks like about 3 to go. Ball's going to be on the 10-yard line.
8:02 remaining first quarter. Again, sorry about no clock here on the stream.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Puts it into the belly. Miranda, he's going to be wrapped up. Not very much on that one. They may give him about 1.
And I think that was
Damian Wolf on the hit.
Damian Wolf.
Rayner Clemens, Damian Wolf, and Cade Carlin all in on that tackle.
I think Devin Egner helped in there as well, looking at that replay.
A whole host of Golden Bears. Big play right here. One of the things that is consistent with this PH team this year, they don't have much of a kicking game. Going to be a little bit like Fairview. So we're going to see a lot of going for 2, not a big field goal threat. So we're in 4-down territory here with the ball, 3rd down, a long 3 to go just inside the 10-yard line. Once again, it's going to be handed up the middle to Miranda. He's going to power his way forward to a first down inside the 5 to about inside the 2, it looks like. We're going to be first down, goal to go.
It will, and it was a nice move there by Miranda to kind of go off to his left side, and holes open in front of him, and he had green grass. Unfortunately, he didn't get in to score there.
Interesting play here as Nash Myers come hobbling off the field, favoring his right leg. Backup quarterback coming in.
We'll see who this is. This is number 2, Lincoln Krieger, that is going to be running things here.
Krieger's going to take it straight up the middle, quarterback keeper on a play made very famous by Jake Kepler, and it's going to be a touchdown PH.
Yep, so Patrick Henry strikes first, and that's things that we have seen all season long out of these Patriots.
Well, I'm not sure if maybe Myers limping off the field was a little bit of a ruse, because he looks perfectly fine right now. No, he's limping back off the sideline again.
He's holding his right knee. And let's see, PH generally goes for 2. They got Jorge Delgado listed as their kicker, but they are going to go for 2. And Krieger is back in there.
It's going to be a full house backfield. Folks moving around all over the place. Krieger once again is going to take the snap and take off up the middle. Cuts it out to the left, over the left side and in. 8-0. Nice play that time. Quick drive, and PH does what PH does and scores fast. First quarter, 8-0. PH over Bryan. You're on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Welcome back here to Big Red Stadium. The shadows creeping down. Most football stadiums are not north, east, and west on their setup. This one is. Bryan's got the sun at their back for this first quarter. But PH, 8 plays, 62 yards, did what PH does and jumped out to an early lead. Like we said in our pregame, the average Patrick Henry score at halftime this year has been 25-3. They start fast, and we just had them start fast. Delgado on to kick off.
And now you see why they don't go, why they go for two.
Picked up at the 30. That's going to be Hahn. Swarmed under by a whole host of Patriots at about the 38. Short return, but Bryan gets the ball in good field position. First down, 10 to go on their own 38.
I was talking to some of the Bryan coaching staff, and they said, they couldn't tell whether they were always going onside or it just was the kicking. And hearing some of the PH people talk in the press box prior to the game, they tried some kicking week 1. It didn't go so hot. And so now they're just going for 2.
We're wondering if we're going to start seeing the day again where you've got that lineman coming out with a square-toe shoe, taking two steps and booting it away.
Late run on for the Patriots, Delgado, and that'll be a timeout.
Would end up having to call a timeout. Going to have to take one here as they weren't ready. Only 10 guys in the huddle. Take one early. We'll take one with them. You're on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Welcome back here to Big Red Stadium. 8-0, 6:28 to go on our main stops of Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Bryan's got the ball first down, 10 to go on the 38. Kepler, quarterback draw, runs into a wall at about the 40. Going to be a gain of about 2 on the play. PH has definitely been looking at some film.
They definitely have. It has not gone well the first 4 offensive plays now for the Golden Bears. Bears have wanted to stay running with both backs in the backfield, but I think they're going to have to open it up. But they're in the backfield before Kepler would even have a chance to throw.
This PH defensive line is quick. Their linebackers are downhill. One of the things I noticed in watching a couple of their games is their first step is forward on every one. Wolf goes over the right side. He's going to get about 1. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Not where Bryan wants to be, is behind schedule.
No, absolutely not. And Behrman came in there and made the tackle, but again, the holes that are maybe there are not being there very long. And they're going to run Wolf off and bring Carter Dominic in.
So we've got Langendorfer, Dominic, and Hahn to the far side of the field. Jessing down to the bottom. Harold in the backfield, right behind Kepler. There he moves off to the side. Pass rush comes. Kepler tries to escape. Does escape. Gets it out of the flat to Harold. Harold's got a first down and more inside the 40. Run out of bounds at the 35. What we talked about, when Kepler can get by that initial pressure and escape, Sam Harold has been his safety outlet all year long.
Yeah, it's kind of like a release valve there on that left side of the offense. Sam just kind of goes out, stands there, waits for that pass if needed, and that's the first down for the Golden Bears tonight, and it comes with 4:58 remaining in the first quarter.
Fake the handoff to Hahn. Going to be Harold up the middle, still pounding forward. Going to get about 3. Oh, they're only going to give him 1 on the play. I thought he got a little bit more on that. One of the things we're seeing from this PH defense is they're not letting him get that forward lean that he's been getting all season. 2nd and 9 to go. 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. And we're going to get offsides against PH.
The whole middle interior line jumped, and so I'm sure that the hard count might have helped there.
A little bit.
Bryan likes to do that on occasion to try to get somebody sleeping. And here it's great. Umpire forgot to turn his microphone off there.
A little bit. 4:35 on the main stop of Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Patrick Henry leading Bryan 8-0. Bryan driving inside the Patrick Henry 30. Got twins each way. Handoff goes to Harold. Harold gets out of the containment this time. Inside the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
So that was big. That's the first run that the Bears have had tonight where they're able to break containment. There was an initial attempt at a tackle by number 21, Houston Miranda, the linebacker, unable to make the tackle, and Sam just took off. And this is what the Bears are going to do. If the defense is going to give up a touchdown, the offense has got to answer.
One of the things that you saw there, we said it about when Miranda had the ball, same thing is when Harold has the ball, is that it's really tough to bring them down up high. Miranda tried to do that. The Bears would not be playing from behind, want to go for two. Kepler's pass is incomplete, so they're going to be down by 2. 4:16 to go in the first quarter. Patrick Henry 8, Bryan 6 on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Welcome back here to Big Red Stadium. Going to see if Nash Meyer comes back in this drive. He's with the coach, got the play sheet, so it looks like he's coming in. His helmet's still on. That was a big run by Sam Harold, as we've been saying all year long. It seems like every game it's big run by Harold, and that with the reception for the first down and then the big touchdown run. We needed that.
You do, and Sam Harold is going to be your senior leader there, and it's a guy that Jace Kepler can count on to be there, and he was a big part of that drive right there.
8-6 on the failed two-point conversion. Kickoff, low line drive is going to bounce at the 20, bobbled, picked up at the 18, comes out of the backfield and slips, and it looks like he's got room. Only Langendorfer to beat, and he does a good job of dragging him down. Nice return that time by number 5, Landon Johnson, their number 1 receiver. Heck of a return. Thought we had him boxed up in about the 30, but he poked out, and there he went.
Yeah, and he had some blockers in front of him. Houston Miranda was in front of him right there. But a good job there by the Langendorfer for the Golden Bears.
Really good job by Mattis Langendorfer that one, or that one could have gone for 6. And you don't like giving up long ones, but you definitely don't like giving up the touchdowns.
4:06 remaining here, first quarter. Again, too sunny on the scoreboard to pick up the clock.
Meyer is back in at quarterback. Miranda in the backfield with him. Fumbles a snap, picks it back up, throws it out to the side. Going to be caught by number 1, Thomas Smith.
Pass complete. Thomas Smith.
And how heads up of a play do you have there that your senior quarterback snap bobbles over his head? He's able to have the poise to pull it down and throw it down the field.
You know, folks, I don't know if you understand just what an honor it is tonight to see seniors like Meyer and Miranda on one side, Kepler and Harold on the other, who are been battling each other for years, and here they are, their senior year, putting on a show. Meyer in the backfield, second down, 2 to go. But give it to Miranda, and it's fumbled, picked up by the Golden Bears.
Oh, and it was interesting because Miranda fumbled. It was the exchange that was bad, and then he actually kicked it forward. If you watch the replay right here, it comes out, and it gets kicked forward by Miranda, and Kepler comes up with it. So that's big.
Big plays.
So the Bears get to take over with 3:17 remaining here first quarter.
With teams that are matched like this, turnovers can be a big deal, and it's not been a phase of the game that Bryan's won much this year. Nice to get one early, first down 10, Golden Bears. Kepler gives it to Harold once again over the left, met by a couple of Patriots, going to drag them forward out over the 25 to about the 26.
We've been calling Houston Miranda's name all night long so far, and he has been in on nearly every tackle. He has a nose for the football, and he sticks around there.
Second down, 6 to go, ball at the 26. Jessing and Hahn near side. Dominic and Langendorfer far side. Harold in the backfield with Kepler. Kepler's going to take a design run, follow his ball carrier, wrapped up by, going to be Grant Smith, wraps him up.
Grant Smith. Loss of the play. On 3rd down and 7.
Going to bring up a 3rd down, no gain on the play. Going to give him a little bit of a loss of 1. Grant Smith playing defensive end for this Patrick Henry team. 9 sacks on the season through 4 games. Trips to the near side, 1 to the far side. Kepler looks, fakes, runs, looking for space, nowhere to go, going to be wrapped up. Nice play on that time by Lincoln Krieger. And again, I think they've watched film, Chris. Krieger didn't go for the pump fake that everybody else has gone for this year.
And again, looking at Houston Miranda just in there every play.
Going to bring up 4th down, just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter from Big Red Stadium in Hamler, Ohio, where Patrick Henry leads your Golden Bears 8-6. Clock running at a 1:55 now to go.
It's too bad the Golden Bears didn't take advantage of that turnover.
Only 1 back deep. Another nice punt by Uran. But it's going to bounce at the 45 and go straight out of bounds.
Bryan, punt goes out of bounds.
Going to be a 10, 20, 30, 31, 32-yard punt, no return. I'm not going to complain about that. If we can get a net 31, 32 every time we punt the ball, that's not a bad deal at all.
Absolutely not. I want to tell you about a homecoming community event Wednesday, September 27th. BHS is hosting its homecoming game night at Golden Bear Stadium. All BCS students and the entire community are invited to attend to enjoy food, games, raffles, and more starting at 5:30. Our homecoming bonfire will start at 7:30. Please join us on Wednesday, September 27th for HOCO game nights.
First down. They put it into the belly of Miranda, take it out. Meyer looks to throw over the middle. Pass goes wide of Thomas Smith.
Thomas Smith is incomplete.
A couple of times now he's targeted Thomas Smith, and Smith not able to, or he's overthrown him.
The field looks really good, but I noticed on a couple of the kickoff returns on that play, Kepler's footing just went out from under him, so it's a little loose out there. 1:41 to go in the first quarter. Patrick Henry 8, Bryan 6 on your main stop of Northwest Ohio's scoreboard. 2 to this side, 1 to the far side. You got a slot back, a tight end, and Miranda running. Going to give it to Miranda. He's going to go up the middle, cuts to the left, out over the 50. Nice stiff arm brought down to the 40 where it's going to be first down. Good play by Maddox Langendorfer again to get a stiff arm in the face mask and then to be able to hold on, seeing it there on our Welly construction replay.
But we talk about, having to wrap up the runner. On that one, Damian Wolf for the Golden Bears kind of launched himself at him, but that was not enough to cause any issues. He needed to wrap him up.
Got to hit him and wrap him up. First down, 10 to go, 1:12 to go in the first quarter. Meyer looks, pumps, throws. Well read that time on the defensive side of things by Cade Carlin. Undercut the throw, but read the quarterback well, read the pump well.
And he had a guy to the right side in the flat and didn't take it. He tried to go downfield.
Going to bring up second down 10. Just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. 1:07 officially on your main stop of Northwest Ohio's scoreboard. Open when you need them. You're always near a main stop with Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Trips to the far side. Going to be a handoff this time. Going to be Johnson taking over the right-hand side. Jessing has him, wraps him up, misses him. Flags come in from everywhere. In the neighborhood of holding, I'm not sure how many they got.
That was interesting because there was a flag that got thrown on the Bryan side right at the line of scrimmage, and then another one thrown in by the back judge the other way. I think this one might be coming back.
It is. A hold against PH. Looks like a lot of people saw it.
Yeah, there were 3 flags.
That's the only one call.
On the offense, number 57, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Second down.
So that's right tackle Avery White that was whistled for that one. That'll back him up. And again, you talked about those changes to the holding rules.
Yeah, it goes from the spot if it happens in front of the line of scrimmage, from the line of scrimmage if it goes behind the line of scrimmage, but it's going to be second down and 18 to go. Ball back near midfield on the 48. Miranda in the backfield with Meyer. Meyer takes a snap, looks downfield, stops, throws, pitch and catch. Nice move on the outside. Carter Dominic finally wraps him up, brings him down, but inside the 30. Nice pass that time. Nice catch by Lincoln Krieger.
Yeah, Krieger just went up for that one. Passes a little high. He caught it. Carter Dominic got initially faked out by that, but then he just stayed with him, and that's always a good sign when your defense doesn't just bite the first time, but stays with the play.
It was enough for a first down for the Patriots as they're driving now. Ball inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. Meyer's got two receivers to his right, one to the left. Miranda in the backfield with him. He gives it to Miranda. Miranda cuts to the right-hand side, gets to the second level, going to be brought down after a gain of looks like about 7 on the play. 7, maybe 8.
He was just waiting for his blockers to get in front of him, open up holes. Avery Wright, the guy whistled on the last play, did a nice job of getting downfield and blocking.
Doing a lot of guard pulling and even a few tackle pulls that we're seeing. And Miranda, we got to say one thing, he's incredibly patient, follows his blocks. PH is going to let the clock run out, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here from Patrick Henry, the score, Patrick Henry 8, the Golden Bears 6 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, since 1922, we've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Welcome back here to Patrick Henry. Elevate and Explore. Look to the future with a brand new countywide interactive and hands-on career event, Elevate and Explore, Wednesday, October 25th at Bryan High School. Not simply a career fair, the goal is to connect students to the community and help them pave a path to the future. Area businesses can expose students to the possibilities. The wind took that pass. Let's get back to this one. Students can be exposed to the responsibilities of working in different fields. To have your business a part of this unique event, contact Karen Cox at 419-636-6931. One of the things we noticed up here when we started setting up today is the breeze is coming in little bursts. The flags had been totally negligent the entire first quarter. Picked up between quarters, and the wind took that pass.
Yeah, Landon Johnson was on the left side of the Bryan defender, and the ball was placed perfectly. Just got blown away.
Going to be Miranda up the middle. Going to be enough for, I believe, a first down. They're going to mark him inside the 20 to the 19. That'll be enough for a PH first down.
And that'll take him inside the red zone, sponsored by Stockman Lawn Service. For lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying, call Stockman Lawn Service at 419-636-6572. And, you know, Miranda will give you that. He'll give you the big plays, and he'll give you the short yardage.
Very much what we're watching, almost twin running backs here in their senior campaign. Number 5 in the state, leading the conference, Sam Harold. Number 2 in the conference, Miranda. What a show they've put on so far. Meyer fakes to Miranda this time. Little bubble screen. Nice play out on defense that time.
That was Cody Schaefer, number 33.
Made by Cody Schaefer.
Landon Johnson on the catch. And again, almost like a long handoff for them as they run these bubble screens. A lot of green in front of him. Good play by Schaefer there to keep it to a gain of 4 to bring up second down 6 for PH.
10:56 remaining here in the clock moving second quarter.
Tight end goes to the left. He's got two receivers each side. Miranda in the backfield with them. They're going to give it to him, and there's going to be a flag. Going to be a false start against PH.
I didn't see who moved, but I think
False start, number 62.
I was going to say the right side of the line. Is what I thought.
Jorge Delgado, their center, or their right guard, and their kicker.
Second down and 11.
Going to bring up second down and 11.
So Patriots on this drive have had a hold now and a false start. And they started out the drive with, it wasn't Delgado late coming in?
Late coming in and had to take a timeout. Ball's going to be right at the 20-yard line, second down and 11. Trips to the field side, one receiver to the boundary. Meyer takes a snap, drops back to pass, looks left, throws left, found the pocket in the zone, is going to be his favorite receiver once again, Landon Johnson.
Landon Johnson. He's taken down by number 2.
When you have a quarterback that's this much in rhythm, it's so tough because they're quick and they know where they're going, so it's tough to man up, but they're so disciplined that when we drop into a zone coverage, Johnson just finds that little bubble.
He does, and he's good at finding it. I mean, and you know, those two guys have played together for 4 years now, and you get to know those intricacies of the way you play.
It's like we've talked about with Jason Sam. They just know where the other one's going to be. Going to be Miranda over the right-hand side this time, tripped up short of the 5-yard line. Going to think they're going to mark him down at the 7, be second down and goal.
Schaefer again on the tackle. So they brought Cody Schaefer in, and they've said to him, sniff out, your job is to sniff out Houston Miranda. That's not an easy task.
That's not an easy task. But he's responded to the call so far. It's one of the things I've really liked about Schaefer this year when he does come in and give Sam a spell on defense is he goes sideline to sideline as well as anybody that we've seen this year. Meyer going to change the play this time, 2 each side. Miranda to his left. He's going to hand it to him up the middle. Going to be brought down short of the goal line at about the 2. Going to bring up third down and goal from the 2.
And Rainer Clemens.
He just hits that hole so fast.
Third and goal, the ball at the 2-yard line. Third and goal from the 2.
Got the clock back as the sun's beginning to go down a little bit. 8:48 to go here in the first quarter on your main stop of Northwest Ohio scoreboard. The Patriots and Patrick Henry leading the Golden Bears 8-6. Patriot ball, third down goal from the 2.
If they don't get it here, they're definitely going for it on fourth down.
Once again, going to hand it to Miranda. He cuts left. He doesn't get in.
He actually loses a yard.
Schaefer on the tackle again.
Actually, he moved up about a half a yard. I thought the umpire stepped back an extra yard, but
once again, another nice play by Schaefer from his linebacker position, coming in, getting a hold of Miranda by the ankle and bringing him down. Fourth down, goal to go, clock running inside. We're right at 8 minutes. And we're going to get a timeout. Second timeout of the night by Patrick Henry. We'll take one with him on this fourth down play. Patrick Henry 8, Bryan 6 on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Welcome back here to Patrick Henry. 8:02 to go in the first half. Patrick Henry has the ball first and goal on the Bryan inside the Bryan 1 yard. Fourth and goal inside the Bryan 1 yard line. Big play here. Taking a look at scores from around the area. Paulding ahead of Fairview 6-0. Defiance 14. Shawnee 0. Wauseon 14. Evergreen 3. Archbold 15. Delta 0. Wapak 21. Van Wert 6. Liberty Center all over Swanton, 35-0 in the second quarter. Center is doing what Center does, and we go there next week.
Yes,
big fourth down play here. Empty backfield. Going to be Meyer up the middle. Rolls into the end zone. Touchdown, PH.
He just bull rushed right over Jace Kepler. And that was another high snap to the quarterback.
They had both tight ends that time playing just off the line, almost like a slot back for Navy, and just followed over that right-hand side, followed their defensive end Smith into the end zone, makes it 14-6. Ball on the left hash for this extra point try. Once again, Meyer not in. Snap, roll, pass, touch, it's good. Lincoln Krieger once again at quarterback on that one. And so, just under 8 minutes to go here in the first half from Patrick Henry. PH 16, Bryan 6 on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause.
To the school board and administration.
And everyone who played a role in this project.
We just want to say,
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Big drive here for the Golden Bears. You don't want to, we've said it often, we don't want to be chasing these guys. We need to go, and we responded well after their last touchdown. Let's see what we can do with this one.
Absolutely. Otherwise, the Bears have had trouble. Their first drive, they didn't go very far, and then after the turnover, they weren't able to advance it too much.
And that was one of those 13 plays drives for PH. Took over almost 6 minutes off the clock. That was a long one. Once again, Delgado's got it lined up to kick.
Drew Hahn and Aiden Schellenberger.
Only 2 guys back for the Golden Bears, both of them on the 25. If he gets one, and he does, going to be picked up by
Drew Hahn.
Drew Hahn picked it up after it went over his head, gets it out just over the 20 to about the 22, where the Golden Bears will take over 1st and 10.
And you can tell that they aren't experiencing much success in their kicking game when the response after that went in the air was, wow, he got one.
He got one, yeah. And you know, that's the danger though, because every kick is a live ball once it goes over 10 yards. And that time, we almost got burnt with it going over Hahn's head. Bryan coming back with 2 backs in the backfield.
7:52 remaining second quarter.
Kepler back to pass, looks to scramble, still keeps it alive. Not just out of the reach of Langendorfer. That was one where when Kepler started to run, everybody from PH came up. He had Langendorfer, just missed him.
Yeah, and Langendorfer was out there kind of in space, and he had all sorts of green grass in front of him. They just could have found him.
It's one of the worst things in the world in football is seeing a receiver that's too open or being a receiver that's too open. 2nd down, 10 to go. Wolf and Harold in the backfield with Kepler, 2 each side. I think we've got a jump again on PH.
They are going to call that offsides on PH. So Bears have had 10 yards in offsides penalties.
5-yard penalty.
We haven't called Anthony Weber's name a lot tonight. Anthony is in for the injured Carter Brown. Weber is lining up in that slot position, and last couple of times they haven't had too many people playing him tight at all, so look for him possibly to get involved.
Harold's going to come this way, cut it upfield, and he's off to the races at the 50, at the 40, at the 30. No flags, going to be caught, but he's going to hit the pylon. They're going to say he's down inside or right at the 1-yard line.
Touchdown saving tackle by Thomas Smith, number 1, I believe.
Get this one on the Welling Construction replay. Sam gets outside, and once he breaks that containment, he's on his way. Thomas Smith again, cutting off the angle, takes a good angle.
Just shoves him forward. That's dangerous. They stopped him, but it's dangerous to shove a guy like Sam Harold forward.
But it's going to put the ball 1st down, 1 to go, 7:31 to go in the first half. Kepler under center, going to be a quarterback sneak, going to power forward. He's in the end zone waiting for the signal. It's a touchdown, Golden Bears.
And the Bears brought the big package in there. I saw Jaden Dennis in there as kind of like a spy back to kind of push things ahead. Jaden Dennis normally playing on the line on the defensive end, but you see him right there. He kind of helps do some blocking to get him in.
Looks to me like somebody watched a little bit of that Philadelphia Eagle goal line package, putting the rugby scrum together. Bryan once again going to go for 2, trailing by 4 with 7:20 to go here in the first half. Kepler turns, hands off to Harold. Harold's going to cut up front. Going to be enough.
Yes.
And he's going to be in. 2-point conversion is good. 7:20 to go here in the first half from Patrick Henry. Patriots 16, Bryan 14 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
A shout out to those listening to us tonight on the Q. No one covers Williams County sports like 100.9 B-Rock. Follow the Bryan Golden Bears all season long on Q 96.5. Listen on air, online at WBNO, WQCT.com.
They got the lights turned on the press box, and now
all fancy now.
Here.
All fancy now. I can actually see what I'm reading.
That was a quick score there by the Golden Bears, a 71-yard run by Sam Harold, and then the dive play.
You know, he can have a few plays that don't go very many yards tonight, because a big run like that keeps that average up over that 10, 11 yard. Kickoff, long kickoff, going to go into the end zone, touchback, going to be PH. Ball, nice booming kick that time.
Jacob Uran has come on kicking this year for kickoffs, and he boomed that.
He boomed it. So now comes the test.
Yep.
Can this Golden Bear defense respond to what their offense has been able to set them up? 16-14, Golden Bears trail by 2, 7:20 to go in the first half. PH has the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20. Defenses haven't done much this game.
No.
PH has one more stop than the Golden Bears. Bryan could use one here. Meyer takes the snap, is going to roll out, looks to pass, throws it out into the flat. Well read, well played, well defended. That was just a good play all the way around. Smith on the play. I thought for a minute that Hahn was going to be able to undercut it.
Well, Smith basically took it all the way out to the 35-yard line, then turned and came back and caught it inside the 30. And so what he did was he drew the defender out with him and then came back for the ball.
I want to give a lot of credit to Drew Hahn on that play. Yeah, it was a pass for 11 yards caught by his guy. But had he kept trying to undercut that throw, he catches it, he's gone.
Yep, he is.
So it was a good play by realizing I'm not going to get there. Let's stop what we've got. First down, 10 to go. PH. Going to be a flag on the play once again. False start against the Patriots.
So they've had 2 false starts now and 2 offsides on the defensive ends. So,
and all 4 of those penalties are on the same player.
Yeah.
It's been Jorge Delgado, both the jumps on defense, both the false starts on offense. Going to make it first down, 15 to go. Ball's going to be back at the 26. Clock rolling at 6:35 on your main stop scoreboard. Patrick Henry leading Bryan 16-14. Trips to the field side, 1 to the boundary. Meyer looks to throw. Steps up in the pocket's going to be brought down. Bryan gets to him.
Let's see who that was on the replay. I couldn't see it in live action. I'm thinking it was number 55, Connor Hogan, and Devin Egner in there as well.
Second down and long.
Nice play in that 2nd and 18. Something we haven't seen a lot of. Not a lot of Golden Bear sacks. It's nice to get those.
And again, it was a high snap to Meyer. So if you're recovering from a high snap like that, it does disrupt the play.
2nd down and 18. PH going to send 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to this side. Miranda in the backfield. He's going to get the fake handoff, a little short bubble once again. This one out to the right-hand side. Nice run carrying Golden Bears forward, going to be down to about the 40. And again, just a long extended handoff is what that turns out to be.
Yep, and it was the tackles that were just arm tackles. They weren't wrapping them up, and it wasn't until Wolf got there and actually wrapped him up that he was able to come down. And he got pretty deep into that zone there, and he's going to be just shy of the first down.
Going to bring 3rd and 1, so a 17-yard completion there. One of the things that Brian's going to want to do, be really nice to get off the field on this one, as it's 3rd down and 1. Not in, I don't think it'd be in 4 down territory, in your own territory.
Jorge Delgado is also your punter.
He's had a few good punts. He's averaging 45 yards a kick on the year punting. Going to give it to Miranda right up the middle, and he's going to break through into the secondary, into Bryan territory, drugged down finally at the 42-yard line. Again, that quick handoff made one man miss, and then we just couldn't wrap him up.
Well, and the Golden Bears only had 1 defender here for 3 wide receivers, and they had 1 guy playing deeper back, so they were stacking guys in the box, and still a big run.
One of the things I noticed watching this PH team in the couple of games I was able to find and stream this week is that running play. It's not the read option that we use where Jace will hold the ball for a second. It goes in and off he goes. Another quick pass, caught, going to be turned upfield, enough for a first down. Once again, pass goes to Krager again. Thinking Krager's having himself a ball game.
He very much is.
It'll be another PH first down.
From the Bryan 29.
Clock running inside 4.5 minutes, 4:20 to go here in the first half. PH 16, Bryan 14 on your main stops of Northwest Ohio's scoreboard.
It would be very good for the Bears to get a stop here because PH gets the ball to start the second half.
Going to be a pitch. Miranda's going to go around the left-hand side, cuts it back, wrapped up, breaks through 1 tackle, going to be a gain of about 8 before he's finally brought down.
And we got a penalty marker coming in. There was a late entry into the tackle. I don't know if that's going to be a personal foul on the Golden Bears or something else.
The penalty marker comes in late.
But they're talking to the Bears, so maybe it's a hold. No, I think we got a signal Bears direction.
Little conversation huddle over on the 22-yard line at the numbers. I just saw a signal for maybe a face mask. We'll hear it now.
Personal foul.
Personal foul.
Bears. Didn't hear what it was.
Somebody came in after the whistle. So it's going to be the late hit. Dead ball, personal foul both ways.
Oh, this is interesting.
So is he changing his call, or did he call them both ways? I'd like to hear about that again. Wonder if he just pointed the wrong way.
Well, initially they were talking to the
They're backing it up. Dead ball, personal foul against PH. Going to move it back, second down.
I would love to know what that was because it looked like a Bryan defender came in late. That's what I thought it initially was. Yeah. If we've got it, let's run that replay, see if we can see it quick.
Trying to look, he gets out to the left-hand side, wrapped up, gets away.
Oh,
it comes in late.
It was a late hit by
There's
Patrick
a little bubble
Henry.
screen, doesn't go anywhere, read really well this time by Kepler. 2-on-2 that time. Kepler makes the tackle, going to bring up again, 3rd and 18.
I think that actually was the Patrick Henry player throwing a Bryan player in after that.
That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
A huge thanks to Welling Construction for sponsoring our replays, allowing us, along with you, to see things that you can't quite pick up on the far side of the field. Got a couple of old guy eyes up here, partner.
You do.
3rd down, 18, ball on the 37. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first half. PH 16, Bryan 14. Meyer back to pass. Rush comes. He gets it away. Deep down the sideline. Caught and out of bounds. Going to be a 1st and goal for PH.
And I'll tell you what, Thomas Smith has been that guy all night, just getting open, and Drew Hahn was on him again, but that makes it 1st and goal.
First and goal inside the 5-yard line, or inside the 10-yard line. Ball's going to be on the 7. Puts them inside the red zone.
Boy, you had them 3rd and long and let that pass.
3rd and 18 and let that one go. The Stockman Lawn Service red zone for lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying. Call Stockman Lawn Service. Miranda's going to get the ball nowhere to go, wrapped up by an entire host of Golden Bears.
Raider Clemens and Aaron Williams in on that one. Just wrapped him up at the line.
Once again, in the red zone. Call Stockman Lawn Service at 419-636-6572.
Second down and goal.
2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. PH down to 1 timeout left. Had to burn one on that bad substitution and then took one late on that 4th and goal last time they were down here. But in no hurry. They get the ball to start the second half. They're not in a hurry. Second down, goal to go. Ball on the 8. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Meyer takes a snap. Gives it to Miranda over the left-hand side. He's going to be wrapped up, stopped short inside the 5 to about the 3 or 4 yard line, it looks like.
Looks like they've got him spotted at the 4. And again, the Golden Bears have started to wrap up Miranda, and Cody Schaefer again.
Cody Schaefer.
Calling his name all night, and he has done a great job on Miranda.
His side-to-side motion is as good as anybody on this team. Clock rolling inside a minute 45. 10 on the play clock as PH comes to the line. Meyer behind center. Going to go empty, sending 2 receivers each way. Going to be a flag on the play again. Comes from the back
That's got to be
judge.
a false start, right?
Looks like another false start against PH.
Yep. That's 3 for them.
This has been something we haven't seen a lot of this year.
No.
We've seen a lot of flags. A lot of them have gone against us. This is the first night. I don't think Coach I is going to be real happy in the locker room with all the penalties they've picked up.
Absolutely. 5 between false starts and offsides, and then you had the big personal foul.
That's going to make this one 3rd down, goal to go, ball on the 9, 1:28 to go in the half. PH leading Bryan 16-14. Johnson again in the backfield, moves out in motion to the right-hand side. It puts 2 each way. Meyer back to pass, looks right, throws across the middle, incomplete. Good defense that time. Langendorfer on the coverage.
Thomas Smith was pleading for a pass interference call, but really it was a clean play.
It was a really good play. You don't see that a lot when you come behind the guy, but Langendorfer kept his right hand off of him, got the left hand in and swatted it away. Really good play. Big play for the Golden Bears right here. Even if we don't go down and score, if we can stop PH here, this will be a big momentum shift in this one.
This is all about assignment football right now. You got to know your guys. You got to know where Tommy Smith is, Houston Miranda, Landon Johnson, and Lincoln Krieger. And PH is going to take their last time out and talk about this one.
We're going to talk about
this one's big.
Why don't we keep it here and take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard while we've got everybody around. Defiance leading Shawnee 22-0 at half. Ayersville over Edgerton 16-0. Toledo Christian 40. Stryker 0 at 8-man. Paulding ahead of Fairview 8-0 in what is a close one.
Yes.
Whitford, 19. Eden 6. A little bit of a surprise there. Holgate over Harlan Christian 8-0. Columbian over Huron 14-10. Pillier keeping on their winning ways so far ahead of Sand Creek 13-6. Wauseon 14, Evergreen 3. Napoleon looking to get their first win, leading Springfield 14-6. Clyde 21, Port Clinton 0. Wapak over Van Wert 28-6. Archbold 29, Delta 0. In the second quarter, Liberty Center 49, Swanton 0. Hilltop Summerfield, no score. Wayne Trace over Hicksville 35-0. Antwerp over Tenora 14-0. Highland over Marion Harding 13-0. And Salina over Kenton 30-8.
Official had his mic on when he blew the whistle. Fortunately, it's not in our ear.
It's a good thing. A minute 24, big play here. 4th down, goal to go from the 9 for PH. Meyer back to pass, not much pressure. Looks out in the flat, wide open.
I don't know who messed that assignment, but they did not not have a guy on Houston Miranda. There was nobody in the area.
So worried about the wide receivers. Miranda comes out of the backfield, I believe. He does. Comes out of the backfield. Nobody goes with him.
And Cody Schaefer's been on him the whole night, and he was trailing the play.
Schaefer went back. Both linebackers draw back into zone coverage. Nobody looked in the backfield to pick up Miranda. See if Krieger comes back in. He does. Lincoln Krieger in at quarterback for their 2-point conversions. 22-14 now the score. 1:19 to go. Going to take it right up the middle. Going to be wrapped up. I don't think he's going to get there.
No, he
Big
did not.
stop by the Golden Bears that time to make it 22-14. Bryan with 1:19 to go in the half and getting to receive the kick. Big drive coming up for the Golden.
At Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Welcome back here as we near first half at Big Red Stadium in Hamler, Ohio. Patrick Henry, 22, Bryan, 14. Well, Chris, we had every chance to stop them and get off the field that time.
4th and 9, couldn't do it. And the Patriots show why they're undefeated so far, and they lead us 22-14.
And
Bears have all 3 timeouts.
Bears have all 3 timeouts, 1:19 to go. This is, you hate to say this is big when it's only the second quarter, but it'd be nice to get one because we have to kick it back to them to start the third quarter. And now, the Bryan defense has been great in the second half, but we haven't shown that ability to get off the field in this one so far. Another nice kick by Delgado, going to be taken at the 15 and hit and stuck. Langendorfer got absolutely leveled.
Drew Hahn with the kickoff.
Oh, it's Drew Hahn on the return.
Drew Hahn again.
Now this is an arm tackling. We see this in the Welling Construction replay. Hahn takes it out and just, what a tackle. That's perfect tackle right there. That's the way you teach it.
So out on the 25, and they got to go 75 yards.
Now we know Sam can go 71.
Yes, we do.
2 receivers each way. Harold in the backfield with Kepler. Harold stays into block. Kepler looks, scrambles around. Little dump pass. Nice pitch and catch.
He got out
Carter
of bounds.
Dominique. Looks like it was Carter Dominique. Gets out of bounds.
Thomas Smith on the tackle.
Good smart play that time.
Yep. He saw his downfield receivers one open. Carter Dominic kind of straddled in the sideline there. He dumped it out. Got 6 on the play.
Second down, 5 to go. Kepler design run, going to go to the short side, cuts it back upfield, enough for a Bryan first down out over the 35 to the 38.
That'll stop the clock momentarily while they set the chains, and if you're the Golden Bears, you got to have that next play.
And they're going to take it. Coach Redhead's going to take his first time out right there. Why don't we take one with him here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, 22-14, PH leading Bryan.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Welcome back here to Patrick Henry. Bryan trails Patrick Henry 22-14. Just under a minute to go. 59 seconds here to go in the first half. Bryan has 2 receivers each way. Harold in the backfield with Kepler. Back to pass. Rush comes. Smith gets to him. Passes away. Passes long enough. Just a little bit too long. Smith got to Kepler and absolutely leveled him. Jace a little slow to get up. That backside hit, but a beautiful ball as he absorbed the hit. Just a little bit out of the reach of his receiver going down that right sideline.
And if he had caught that one, he'd been first or inside the 20.
That was Langendorfer heading down that sideline. That was a beautiful ball to get hit as hard as he did. Dominique and Langendorfer to the boundary side. But he's going to roll this way, looking to the field side, dumps it out. Nice pitch and catch, brought down. First down, Golden Bears. Kevin Jessing.
Yep, Jessing was out there on the left sideline, and nice job there.
Doing a little bit of Patrick Henry football against Patrick Henry. Finding that little soft spot, curling back, taking the pass, getting out of bounds. First down, 10 to go, Golden Bears inside Patrick Henry territory, 46 seconds to go in the first half. Kepler back to pass, pumps again, throws, once again caught, once again Jessing going to be enough for another Golden Bear first down, moves it to the 35.
And I think that Bears are going to call another timeout. They were rushing up to the line to get that playoff again, but I think Coach Redhead just wants to script out maybe the next two plays, thinking through that and getting it figured out. Don't forget, we've got the Bryan High School Marching Band at halftime. We'll carry that band performance for you, and they will be first. So we'll do our quick break and then come back with the band.
Right back to that. While we're sticking around as Bryan's in that timeout, why don't we remind people once again of the homecoming event coming up on Wednesday, September 27th. Bryan High School is hosting its homecoming game night at Golden Bear Stadium. All BCS students and the entire community are invited to attend to enjoy food, games, raffles, and more starting at 5:30. Homecoming bonfire will be held beginning at 7:30. Come out and join us for HOCO 23.
Yeah, and you know what? The other thing is that's a Wednesday night, normally a church night. The Ministerial Association in Bryan is letting everybody go spend family time at Bryan High School that night. So got to have some of that family time.
You got some pretty good pastors up there, Bryan.
You do.
Kepler back to pass, all sorts of trouble, scrambles around. Once again, finds Sam Harold. Sam Harold, great play, slips out of the backfield, takes the catch.
And there's a flag. That might be a late hit.
Late hit. Are we going to get 15 more on this one? That was
a penalty marker comes in.
If that was college, that would have been targeting.
Yeah, that was a late hit there.
He came in late and high.
Yeah. Can we run that again, Krista? See if we can see the end of that. I don't know if we'll have the actual end because the camera went down the field.
And here he goes, rolling out.
Yep. We didn't get it real clear, but you saw him coming in.
And it was late and high.
Yep.
That would have been a review for targeting if we were in college.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That was a big play, big penalty. It's going to give Bryan the ball once they move it forward inside the 15. And once again, we are in the Stockman Lawn Service red zone. Lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying. Call Stockman Lawn Service 419-636-6572. 32 seconds to go in the first half. Two backs in the backfield this time with Kepler. Fakes the handoff, rolls out, trying to get away, throws it away. Once again, good play by Kepler that time. Got out of the pocket, realized there was nobody open. Good pursuit, just throws it away, live to fight another day.
Absolutely. He did have a receiver open. Maddox Langendorfer was down there towards the goal line. He just wasn't able to get it with the protection breaking down and the hand from the defender in his face.
25 seconds to go. Ball sets on the 15-yard line. Trips to the field side, one to the boundary side. Harold in the backfield. Harold goes out. Kepler looks to throw. Throws it out in the flat. It's going to be caught by Hahn. Hahn slips one tackle, slips another tackle, drags. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Wow, Drew Hahn's second effort on that play. He went inside, broke a couple of tackles, knocked over the pylon, and Drew Hahn picks up another rushing touchdown, or another passing touchdown on the season. Look at this on the Welling Construction replay. He was unguarded, but then he made a couple of guys miss, including the last one, which was Lincoln Krager. And Bears are going to take a timeout because a two-point conversion would tie it here.
That was a huge drive.
It was.
Bryan down 22-14, a minute and a half, minute 19 to go. 75 yards to go. They're able to do it, helped by a penalty. But what a really good drive by the Bryan offense. so that we don't get into that they get a chance to score, hold you, score to start the second half. We get a chance to go into halftime all tied up. And I think if after the first drive of the game, each way, if you'd have asked Coach Redhead if he could go in at halftime all squared, he'd have taken that to the bank every day of the week.
Absolutely. I mean, Patrick Henry has just done really, really well. You know, averaging only 3 points given up in the first half. The Golden Bears have 20, and they're going to be going for 22 here. And, you know, it's a total different game than last year. Last year, it was big-time Bryan at the beginning, and PH came back. And here it's kind of match for touchdown for touchdown.
2-point conversion here. Bryan 1 for 2 on the night for 2-point conversions. The difference in this one so far is PH is 2 for 3 on their 2-point tries. 2 backs in the backfield. Once again, going to give it to Sam Harold, and he's going to plow his way into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. We are all tied up here, 22-22.
Harold did a good job. He was able to just roll into the end zone, and the player for Patrick Henry went down to a knee to kind of stop him, and Sam has that high center of gravity, able to kind of get around him and get in.
And it's a well-designed play, for especially when you only need a couple yards, because if they crash the hole, Sam can pop it out to the right-hand side. If they only leave one-on-one in the hole, I think that if I'm Sam Harold, I'm taking one-on-one against about anybody in the conference to only need to get 2 yards. All tied up here, 22-22, 14 seconds to go in this one. This is one where you want to either boot this one through the end zone, or you want to kick it someplace that you don't want to give a big return on this.
No,
one.
that's what I was just going to say.
Do.
I was just going to say the last piece of this. You got the quick score. Now you need to give the ball back to them as deep as possible.
No timeouts for either team. So chances are, if they don't get a big return, they're going to take a knee and go to the locker room. Would be my guess.
For Bryan.
Boot high, end over end. Going to be taken inside the 5. Out over the 15, over the 20, spins out of 1 tackle. Going to be a penalty on the play. Looks like it's going to be a block in the back or a hold on PH, and it's going to back him up again.
Landon Johnson was your returner there. He did a nice job of returning that one, but aided by a penalty. 5 seconds on the clock.
And I think they're going to back this one up probably another 10 yards. Waiting for what the...
Lane Bieterstedt is the one that has whistled for the flag.
And my guess is here is half the distance to the goal.
You can see this as we run it back on the replay. See if we can catch 75 with the block in the back. And right there
it was.
Yep. Good camera work by our camera crew up top there. John and Florence have done a great job tonight capturing the action for you on BryanSports.com.
And PH is going to take the knee and go to the locker room. That's going to bring it to halftime. All square, 22-22. Bryan and Patrick Henry in a battle of the ages. Take a quick break. We'll come right back with the Bryan High School Band on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask me?
Visit talkaboutVaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
The song has been called the Louie Louie of the 90s. It's murky and incoherent lyrics by Kurt Cobain. But the song's award-winning video that drove for MTV in the 90s was set in place. The Bryan Parks and Rec knows that. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us with Nirvana. Smells like Teen Spirit. 1971 and achieved international success during the disco era. In January of '79, they released We Are Family, which was one of 4 top singles from the album with the same name. The album reached #1 on the R&B chart and hit #3 on the Billboard chart. Here is the Bryan Marching Band performing We Are Family by Sister Sledge. Thank you.
performance from the Bryan High School Marching Band here at Patrick Henry. 12 minutes to go until we kick off the second half. Your score here at PH, all tied up, 22-22. You're on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
A little bit of Rolling Stones for the Patrick Henry Band. You know, and as a good Lutheran boy, red doors are a big deal for us, so it's a nice thing. Welcome back. Halftime here from Patrick Henry. This one all tied up 22-22. Halftime stats, Sammy Harold, 102 yards on the ground, but only 5 carries. We didn't see a lot of Sam in that first half, but also 2 catches for 29 yards. Kepler on the night, 10 yards on 7 carries. They have bottled his running game up.
They have.
Really well. But 6 for 9 through the air for 76 yards and a touchdown. That big one late in the first half to Drew Hahn to tie this one up.
You remember that Sam Harold, 102 yards rushing, 71 of those were on one play.
Was on one play. So they've bottled him up really well. But again, it's at the end of the night when you look, and it's been this way for every game. I've looked at the end of the night and went, oh, he's got 115, 120. You know, he's had a good game, and then you get the stats, and it's like 198. Yeah. Holy cow. He just gets those tough yards, and he reminds me of almost, I'm a big cast iron guy. So cleaning cast iron with steel wool, you may not get all the crud off on the first pass, and that's Sam. He's just going to wear you down, wear you down, wear you down, and it's all going to break loose. And that's what Sam does. Hopefully we'll see that in the second half. On the other side of the ball, Houston Miranda, 105 yards on 16 carries, been really tough to stop.
He really has. You know, Miranda's everything is advertised. You know, we talked to Coach, and Coach said he was a guy they were really concerned about. 105 yards on 16 attempts. Now, Cody Schaefer has had some success against him, kind of being able to spy him. He's come in, he's kind of that backup linebacker, and he's done a pretty decent job on Miranda, but he's got his 105. Nash Meyer, though, the quarterback, only has -4 yards. So, you know, that was kind of 1-2 punch for Patrick Henry.
Containing him really well, but he is 11 for 16 for 140 through the air. And I agree. Schaefer's been doing a great job, except for that one blown coverage on the touchdown on that 4th and 9 play. But both linebackers went back into their zone coverage. Just neither one put their eye on the guy in the backfield.
The number that is the biggest thing to me on this stat sheet is down at the bottom under penalties. 9 penalties for 77 yards for the Patriots. No penalties for the Golden Bears.
That'll make Coach Redhead really happy.
Absolutely,
I know that
especially after last week.
Especially after last week. I know that he's been frustrated for the last couple of weeks because when we were at Fairview, we had those 3 unsportsmanlike penalties in the first 15 minutes of the game. And I know he's been preaching and coaching and doing film and telling guys, you got to be disciplined. And one of the things that we've seen tonight, again, other than the one blown coverage for the last touchdown for PH, this Golden Bear team has been disciplined all over the field, not giving up a lot of big plays. It'd be nice if we could wrap up a few more tackles, especially on Miranda. But all in all, a really good half for Bryan.
You know, the other number that, as I'm looking over these stats, and thank you to the PH stat crew for providing us with some stats. They've been just awesome to work with tonight here, from the hospitality to the space we have to everything. But Bryan has just 7 minutes and 16 seconds of possession. Patrick Henry, 16:44. And if you look at that second quarter, PH bled off 10 minutes and 17 seconds of time. But the Bears ended up scoring 16 points in that
minute 43 that they had the ball. It's one of the things I like the weeks that I'm right. This is a week I'm really happy I'm wrong, because the one thing I told Jim on the radio this morning was that what I thought we may see Bryan do is what Delta tried to do to us last week and try to slow things down, keep this quick strike Patrick Henry offense on the sideline. Well, we haven't. They've doubled us in time of possessions, but where it matters, we're all tied up 22-22.
And I tell you what, if you talked to Coach Redhead about this and said to him going in to this game, and you said, they're going to have double the time of possession, and you're going to be tied at halftime. How do you feel about that? He's taking that every day.
Taking it every day, and it's been a heck of a half. I mean, we knew it was going to be a good game. One of the other things I told Jim on the radio this morning was, this may be one the last team with the ball wins. This may be one that the last team with the ball is either going to win it or try to tie it.
Sure.
This has just been a barn burner. The hopeful thing for me is this Bryan defense all season long has been a tale of two halves.
They have.
The second half, about midway through the third quarter, it's like,
they lock it down. We're going to play defense now.
We're going to play defense now. If that happens, we're going to be okay. But what an incredible half of football here from PH. A great night. Want to thank our sponsors. We'll send it off for a break. We'll come back. We'll take a look at scores around the area and get ready for the second half. Huge thank yous to all of our sponsors, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, the Danielle Van Adda Agency, Fackler Monument, Jason Dietsch Automotive Services, Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler and Brenninger, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Stark's Plumbing and Heating, Veteran Services of Williams County. All tied up here from Patrick Henry, 22-22, as we get ready to kick off the second half on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration,
and everyone who played a role in this project.
We just want to say,
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Welcome back here to Patrick Henry, 22-22. Big Red Stadium. I've got a little bit of a problem with that. I'm a graduate of Parkersburg High School, the Parkersburg High School Big Reds coming in here. A good friend of mine for years was the pastor at Hope Lutheran in Hamler and was a chaplain for the football team. And I used to give him all sorts of grief because he would show up at these events wearing Patriot shirts, and he's a huge Dolphins fan. He grew up in Florida in the 70s. Always gave Keith a lot of grief about showing up in Patriots gear, bright red Patriots gear. So let's take a look at the scoreboard around the conference and around the area. In the third quarter, Defiance all over Shawnee, 22-0.
That's good to get them back in the win column. That can hold on. They were undefeated, and then last week
lost that heartbreaker to Van Wert.
Yep.
But Defiance is running with the same issues that we saw with Fairview and we see tonight with PH. Every time they've got to go for two, and that's really great when you're making them.
Yep.
But they just were one short last week. Wapak all over Van Wert. I got to be honest, Chris, when we saw them the first week, I thought that Van Wert was going to make another huge run this year. They 28-6. They lost one to Salina, almost got beat by Defiance last week, and are getting blown out by Wapak in the third quarter. Ayersville beating Edgerton 16-0. Summerfield over Hilltop 22-0. Toledo Christian all over Stryker 54-0 at the half.
That 8-man stuff.
Paulding flexed a little bit finally against Fairview. That one was 8-0 for most of the first half. Stretched it out late in the second quarter, 22-6 now. The Panthers over Fairview. Antwerp continuing to do what Antwerp's done for 2 seasons, leading Tenora 20-7. Columbian 21, Huron 10 at the half. Salina, who was, in my estimation, the surprise team of the WBL,
for sure,
blowing Kenton out at halftime. That one's almost a running clock, 44-14. So it's 30 points in the second half, isn't it? So I think that 35 is running clock. Holgate 16, Harlan Christian nothing. Napoleon looking to get off the losing ways to start the season, 21-6 over Springfield. Clyde 21, Port Clinton 7. Archbold all over Delta 35-0. Highland 19, Marion Harding nothing.
Copper Bar and Grill in Malina.
I love this app, but it reloads right in the middle all the time. Wayne Trace, 49. Hicksville, nothing. Wauseon over Evergreen, 21-3. Pillier, 13. Sand Creek, 6. Whitford, 32. Eden, 12. Highland, 19. We got that one.
Yep.
The one score I'm looking for that I didn't see in this update was, there it is, Liberty Center all over Swanton, 49-7. Looks like Liberty Center is going to get a rest of their starters to get ready for the Golden Bears coming to town next week.
And how big is that if you're a team like Liberty Center that can pound it on people and have those starters rest every week? Every week.
And it's not only big as you go deeper in the season, but it's also big as you move to next season.
Yep.
You get freshmen and sophomores who get playing time, meaningful minutes in the third and fourth quarter of games, which just helps keep that program moving forward every single year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think back. I can't remember the last time Liberty Center had a bad year.
Oh yeah, I mean Bryan's beaten them in the in years past, within the last decade or so, a couple of times, but it's not been consistently bad at Liberty. I mean they've gone from Lindgren to Casey Moeller, and they haven't skipped a beat. And we're going to be at their stadium next week. Nice field. Kip Kern Field is really nice. I was just there this week for a soccer match on Tuesday night. They've got a great facility there, and we are good friends with the folks from the LCTV Sports, LC Tiger Sports. So we'll get to see them next week, and they're just they're a good football team, a good, well-coached football team. And success breeds success.
It does. It does. And there are those teams that show up and they have a good season. It's a good team. That's a program, and it's a program that just keeps going. I think that you would ask 80% of the high school coaches in the country if they'd look at you and go, 6-4 is considered a bad year. And I think every coach in the country would go, I will sign on to that tomorrow. So, it's that weird time for Bryan. 2 really big games back to back. Then we got to take a little bit of a breath until we come back into to those games that are going to be huge with Wauseon and Archbold.
Yeah, and while we've got you here, we want to tell you about a new event that's happening at Bryan High School. This is for all the county schools. It's called Elevate and Explore. It's a hands-on career event, so it's not like just a career fair, but it's going to be Wednesday, October 25th at BHS. We're looking for local businesses to attend. This is not a sit at a table and get a pamphlet kind of thing. We want you to bring out your trucks. We want you to bring out your machinery to show these kids what's possible working in different fields. We want to keep our students locally after they graduate and come back to Williams County, and so we're looking for those businesses to come out. Reach out to Karen Cox at 419-636-6931 or email kcox@bryanschools.net, KCOX, and she'll get you hooked up. It's happening Wednesday at Bryan High School and all the county schools. Bryan, West Unity, Stryker, Eden, Edgerton, North Central all be there. So if you want to get some chance to see some good students and some good businesses, please reach out.
What a wonderful program.
It's awesome.
It's just a great program. And, when you look back to high school days, that you get to the place where you go in, you sit, you get a brochure, you get a pamphlet, or today you sit at home and you Google something online, but a chance to see, talk, meet, and figure out what adulting is all about.
Last year they had a company there with a robot that was really fun. They had a manufacturing robot there showing some stuff off. So this is a new way involving all the county schools. The 8th graders and the juniors are going to go see this. So the kids that are almost ready to graduate and the kids just going into high school, a chance to see that.
Well, for everybody out there, Chris and I were talking, thinking we were going to get a chance to take one more break. Normally, you get your normal halftime, and then teams get 3 minutes to warm up. At 2 minutes to warm up, both teams are on the field. They've just reset the clock to 12 minutes, and we're going to get ready to play football as Bryan kicks off. To all of our wonderful sponsors out there, we will take care of you. Just got to get a little bit of football going here.
I think we actually caught all of our halftime breaks, so we're good.
I think we did. We're good to go. Run up the kickoff. Booming kick. Taken at shoulder height at the 10-yard line. Once again, I believe it's going to be Johnson. Slips down.
Right at that spot. We've talked about that a couple of times tonight.
And he came up a little bit slow. It seems to be that's you're right.
Right at that
right
25.
at the numbers around the 20-25 yard line. goes to put his foot in the ground, and there's just nothing there.
Same thing happened earlier to Jace Kepler on a quarterback run.
Ball's going to be placed at their 24-yard line.
So here we go, 24-yard line, first down 10, 11:56 to go in the third quarter, all tied up, 22-22. Patrick Henry going to come out empty this time. Meyer behind the center. Going to roll, little flat pass out into space. Pass is going to be complete once again.
That's Lincoln Krieger.
Lincoln Krieger. He's having a career tonight, isn't he?
He absolutely is.
By Drew Hahn and Gavin chasing. Gain of 7, second down and 3.
Second down, 3 to go for the Patriots. Such an interesting huddle.
Yep.
They bring all of their, what in the old days we'd have called skill positions, over to the sideline. Miranda in the backfield with Meyer. Snap, Meyer's going to take off running, follows his blocker, has first down, going to be wrapped up, brought down right at the 40.
Meyer with the quarterback.
Meyer had negative yardage in the first half, and their quarterback keeper. That's what shows they're kind of a two-headed monster with their quarterback and their running back.
Ball placed at the 40-yard line.
Ball be at the 40. First down, 10 to go. Patrick Henry. And it is. It's all the receivers come off. The quarterback comes off. They get the play. Meyer goes into the huddle, gives the play to those who are still there as receivers go to position. Meyer gets a snap, looks to his left, throws out in the flat, caught. Going to be enough for a first down.
That's
pass is going to be caught to Behrman.
And, Wolf and Drew Hahn were in there to try to tackle, and Wolf stayed with him. If Wolf hadn't stayed with him, he might have broke that one.
First and 10 at the Bryan 49.
Ball goes into Bryan territory, ball at the 49-yard line. And again, those incredibly safe, unless you're playing against a team like Colorado with cornerbacks who can cut that down, at this level, that's almost a completed pass every time you throw it. And it's really an extended run. Empty backfield again, 3 to this side of the field. Meyer back to pass, looking deep, throws a dart. Going to be caught. I'm going to say he caught it. Nice catch once again
Sliding
by
catch.
Johnson.
Sliding catch there.
On the coverage.
Going to move it down to the 26-yard line, first down.
Placed at the Bryan 26.
That ball was on a dart. That was a really nice pitch and catch. Going to run 4 receivers this time. It's going to once again put Houston Miranda in the backfield with Meyer. Miranda to the left of Meyer. Meyer takes it. He's going to keep going, keep it up the middle. Wrapped up, brought down. Going to be a gain of a couple, maybe 3.
Connor Hogan came in there and broke that one up.
And here comes a flag really late.
They're clapping on the Patrick Henry side.
It's going to be a personal foul against somebody. This one's against the Golden Bears.
Was it a late hit? I wasn't really sure what happened there.
Going to be a moving half the distance. Going to be first down. Once again, moving inside the Stockman Lawn Care red zone.
15-yard penalty tacked on at the end of the play.
We've seen this a couple of times this year. We cannot do that.
No.
Late hit was the call.
First and 10 for the Patriots.
And it was away from the play. It was a hit on a lineman late in the play. First down 10. Ball on the 12. PH driving. Miranda's going to get it over the left-hand side. Cuts it up. Met. Drives forward enough for a first down, but not enough for a touchdown. Ball's going to be inside the 1-yard line.
Tackle made by Damian Wolf.
Wolf on the stop for
touchdown-saving tackle.
Golden Bears. It really was. But in the red zone, for all your lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying, call Stockman Lawn Service at 419-636-6572. Clock running inside 9 minutes in the third quarter. PH with the ball, first and goal on the 1-yard line. Meyer stays in. He's going to keep it up the middle, jumps into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, we expected them to come out after the half, especially giving up that touchdown at the end of the half for the Golden Bears, that they were going to march down the field, and they did.
I'm interested to see, for all of their two-point conversions so far, they've brought Lincoln Krager in to play quarterback. Let's see, he's going out on the field, but
yeah,
Meyer is going out as well.
Oh, he is. Yep, he is.
Looks like Meyer's going to stay at quarterback this time. 28-22, pending the extra point. 8:43 to go here in the third quarter. Meyer behind center, Miranda to his right.
Keep an eye on Miranda.
Going to look to pass, throws a fade into the corner. Caught, good, nice pitch, nice catch. Oh, but once again, Lincoln Krager.
Yep. Krager had Drew Hahn with him and just able to bring it down.
There are those certain plays that when you throw it and they catch it, that you got to tip your hat and say that was a really good play. That was a really good play. So here, with 8:43 to go in the third quarter, Patrick Henry 30, the Golden Bears 22 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Welcome back here to Patrick Henry, where the Patriots have taken the lead over your Golden Bears 30-22, 8:43 to go. PH drove the ball right down the field on their opening drive of the third quarter. See if Bryan can reply.
George Delgado will tee it up to kick off.
Delgado on to kick off. Boots end over end, going to be taken to the 25. Trying to go across the field. Not the best return that time by Schellenberger. I know you set up returns and they've got to go a certain direction, but man, there are times you just got to get upfield and not go
make a turn and not try to go east and west, or north and south in this case.
Right, and it's one of the things that I've been so impressed with Sam Harold all year long. He just puts that foot in the ground and he turns it up. Two backs in the backfield with Kepler now. Going to be Wolf and Harold. Langendorfer split out wide to the right, two receivers to this side of the field. Going to hand off, Sam is going to be met by his opposite number. Sam Harold stuck by Houston Miranda. Going to be a loss of about 1 on the play, or no gain on the play.
No gain on the play, second down and 10.
Sam's first carry in the first half went for a minus yard. Not used to seeing Harold having short gains or no gains.
Absolutely not.
But then again, he turned around 3 plays later and went for 71 yards. This time he's going to go in motion out to the right. Twins each way. Kepler back to pass, looks, throws it out in the flat. It's going to be caught. Wrapped up is going to be Harold. Enough for out over the 35 to the 36 is going to make it 3rd and 4.
And Harold is dangerous. He broke 1 tackle, but the second one, Behrman came in and made that one.
Be 3rd down, 4 to go for the Golden Bears. 7:40 to go here in the first half. Dominic comes in motion. We've got 3 receivers to the boundary, or to the field side, 1 to the boundary side. Langendorfer, Dominic, and Hahn out this way. Patriots moving up into man coverage. Kepler on a nice read option, but it gets read really well. That is one of those rare occasions that they had both options covered. They broke down on Sam and then were able to spin off and get Jace. You don't see that very often. Well-read play by that Patrick Henry defense.
Absolutely, and that's that play we've seen all season long where Kepler will toss it into or put it into Sam's belly and then pull it back out. That time Henry had it all sniffed out.
It reads that defensive end, but it's that thing about that 3-4. They brought the linebacker crashing the edge.
He's coming after that one.
They didn't get to it. They didn't get to him. Nice bounce on the play ball. It's going to roll inside the 30 to about the 25, where it's going to be down by Carter Dominic. Patrick Henry will take over. First down, 10 to go
On that, they just had one receiver back, and everybody was crouched at the line. They were coming after it.
They will have the ball 1st and 10.
Coming after it. And it's one of those that so often when you come after it like that, you either get the ball or you get the punter. They didn't get either.
They didn't get either. No, good protection by the Golden Bear line.
Going to bring up 1st down, 10 to go for PH on a drive that Bryan defense needs to be able to get off the field and put a stop into this one. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Little short pass once again, going to be Lincoln Krager.
And Krager is the king of those 10-yard quick passes that turn it at 12 or 13 by the time he falls forward.
You know, when I was looking at their stats coming into the season, he was having a good season. He was really having a good season, but I wasn't expecting him to be a 7, 8, 9, 10 reception guy tonight. Coming into tonight, I had Krager for 19 catches for 262. And he's had about 8 already tonight.
Yeah, and we have another.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us.
No, maybe a timeout. No, false start.
False start.
I thought maybe they got a timeout in or something. That has got to be just frustrating as all get out for Coach I and his staff that you've now had six between offense or defense.
Either false starts or offsides on defense. 1st down, 15 to go. Ball pushed back to the 36-yard line. Miranda in the backfield with Meyer. Going to be a toss to Miranda. He cuts it back upfield. Breaks one tackle, breaks another, and he's off to the races. It's a foot race to the end zone. He's going to be caught, going to be drug out of bounds at about the 10-yard line by Jace Kepler and Drew Hahn.
Yeah, nice job by Kepler and Hahn to save the touchdown there. But again, these arm tackles just aren't cutting it against Houston Miranda. He comes to the middle of the line, and about 6 Bryan Golden Bears get a hand on him, but it's just an arm tackle. They aren't wrapping up or hitting him low.
1st and 10 for the Patriots from the 12.
It's going to be a timeout by the officials.
Timeout on the field.
They think they need to reset the play clock.
They just brought Miranda off what looks like a cramp down on the Patrick Henry sideline.
So they're going to have him out, and they're going to send everybody back to the sideline quickly because they started the play clock.
1st down, 10 to go. Ball once again inside the Stockman Lawn Service red zone. For all your lawn service needs, call Stockman Lawn Care. Going to be a handoff, going to be Johnson up the middle this time. Hit hard and brought down by Damian Wolf. Nice tackle by Wolf that time.
Damian Wolf.
Fought off his block, made a nice tackle. Going to bring up short gain, 2nd down and 8 to go.
Gain of a couple, 2nd down and 8.
Where there's not a lot of drop-off between Houston Miranda and Landon Johnson.
There's not. There's not. Miranda is back up, getting a little bit of water. That run's going to put him up near 200 yards on the night.
Spread.
Empty backfield. Looks at the route, and once again, nice little pitch and catch. Touchdown, PH.
Pass complete to Landon Johnson. He takes it in for a Patriot touchdown.
That was tough right there.
It is just such an interesting play as we watch this. You've got, there's almost no way to defend that.
3 wideouts on this side, wideout on that side. You move a guy, empty backfield. You know, Meyer can keep that. Meyer can throw that. Meyer can throw it deep. Meyer can throw it in the flat. There's so many options there, and you just find the best option, you take it.
And your receiver's allowed to lock somebody up if they're not 5 yards down the field, and that's what they do. They lock up the outside guy, swing the outside guy inside, and there it is. 2-point conversion pass, caught. Makes it 38-22, 16 quick for Patrick Henry. 4:48 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Patrick Henry 38, Bryan 22 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, since 1922, We've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Well, that was a big one.
It was a big one.
That was a big one. This is one where Bryan needs to do something with the ball this time. Get down, put something on the board. This PH offense just keeps churning, which is something the Bryan offense has been able to do all season long. Last time with the ball, though, wasn't a whole lot going the right direction.
No, it wasn't. The Golden Bears they seemed to have made some halftime adjustments. Did Patrick Henry on the Golden Bears, and that last was not a good drive at all. And then so they score, get the kickoff score. You go 3-and-out, kick the kickoff score, or get the punt and score.
Going to be kick is taken at about the 20. Nowhere to go. Brought down inside the 30.
And again, you talk about setting up a return, but everybody went to the middle, and Schellenberger would have had a lane down the left side. Special teams for the Golden Bears has been rough this year. It's been the last couple of games, it's been really good, but the Van Wert game was rough, and then they have not had a particularly good special teams tonight.
When the kicks are only going to the 25 and you're not even getting it back past the 30, it makes it tough. One back in the backfield, and here comes another offside on PH.
Boy, they are just having issues with this on the line. And the official microphone hasn't been on lately, but all the other times it was 62 Jorge Delgado.
And that was 57 on that one.
Avery Wright.
Avery Wright. So it's been one of the two of them all night long. Harold in the backfield with Kepler. They've gone to a four-man front. Kepler's going to keep it. Going to roll forwards for about 3.
Low snap on this one. He did recover. He had Sam Harold, but Harold, he was able to go down and get it. And, it's just been tough sledding for the runners tonight.
Yes, PH has moved into a 4-3 defense. Second down, 2 to go.
And we heard from Coach in the pregame that they were going to do this.
Kepler catches a snap. Pass is going to be dropped.
And it was one of those situations where the pass was coming at the same time the defender was, and they couldn't hang on to it. So this has gone nowhere fast for the Golden Bears here in the second half.
That's one that looked to me that would have been really easy to be a pick six
Absolutely.
or a big loss on the play. The best thing that happened on that play was it was incomplete.
Yep. Bears need to worry about this first down and then figure something out.
3 to the
first
right,
down's critical.
1 to the left.
Drew Hannes
leans out. Pass goes down the sideline. It's going to be complete. Is that Sam Harold? I believe it's Sam Harold. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Wow. Sam got out of coverage there and did a great job catching that and keep it on the run. I was just going to say Drew Hahn was standing wide open at the 45-yard line with nobody in front of him, and that was going to Sam the entire way. He doesn't even look there. He doesn't even look. Hahn is way 10 yards down the field all by himself.
That was a designed wheel route from the beginning. And executed to perfection. Big touchdown for the Golden Bears on the Welling Construction replay. Big 2-point conversion here for Bryan. As they've cut the lead to 10, they could cut it to 8. Going to be enough to get in. 2-point conversion is good by Kepler. Makes it 38-30, 3:56 to go. And once again this quarter, Patrick Henry's had the ball for the entire quarter, but Bryan's at least keeping it close.
Absolutely. The question is, will Bryan be able to play defense?
That's going to be the key. We've only stopped them once all night, and that was on the fumble. And that's one where
we stopped them on the first drive.
The first drive.
Both 3-and-outs,
Yeah, we had the 3-and-out, and then we stopped them on the fumble. But other than that, this PH offense has been able to do what they want to do. And it's not like that the Bryan defense has played poorly. I don't want anyone to think that we're being real critical of the defense. They have had them 4th and 9, 3rd and 18. It's just been that one big play per drive that whenever PH has needed that play, it's either been Lincoln Krager, it's been Houston Miranda. Anytime they've needed that big play, they've gotten that play. And that's a winning football team. That's a winning program right there. You get the big play when you need it.
Absolutely. Your hand's going to kick off here. And, you know, you look at the coaching staff with all those years. You got Coach Inselman as coach for 30 years, a couple of stints here. You know, Ben George, who used to be the athletic director, cousin Luke is now the AD. Ben's been on that staff all through those years. And so it just quality coaching here at PH.
Big end over end kick. They kick it away from Johnson this time. Return's going to come back this way. Is that Miranda? Flag comes in late.
We'll see if that's going to be a block or that's going to be a hold on the Patriots. But, you know, Miranda did a good job of staying behind his lead blocker on that. He did a real good job. If you watch here, he even dances around just a little bit behind the guy. I didn't see the lead blocker was, but right here, you see the lead blocker? You see that right there?
It's Johnson.
Yep, and he does a good job of dancing around it. Now, Johnson picked up the hold. Actually, the hold, I think, was on Reed Krieger, number 3.
I believe so.
Who was in on special teams.
12th or 13th penalty tonight for PH to only 1 for the Golden Bears. The Golden Bears was a big one.
Yep.
That personal foul that moved it half the distance to the goal. But that's going to move the ball back to the 12-yard line where it's first down, 10 to go.
At their 12-yard line.
Miranda in the backfield with Meyer. Meyer puts it into the belly of Miranda, into the heart of the line. Not much going this time. Going to give it maybe 2.
Well, I don't know what happened there, but Rainer Clemens came through that unblocked, and he made the tackle. He was in the backfield as the ball was getting handed off, and is able to wrap him up.
Going to bring up second down and 8. They're going to give him 2 on that one. Bryan out in that 4-2 defense. Schaefer and Wolf are your linebackers. Meyer behind center. Miranda off to his left. Meyer back to pass. Looks, loads, throws it deep downfield over everybody.
I tell you what, Johnson's nice cut there caused the 2 defenders, Maddox Langendorfer and Cade Carlin, to get fooled by that just a little bit, but fortunately was overthrown because he had a good step on both of them.
Really nice up and out, that double move, trying to keep that defensive backfield honest. It's what you do. Those little short passes, those little flare passes, and suddenly you hit him with the double move.
And here we are again, 3rd and 8, 3rd and long, and the Bears need to get off the field here on this one.
3:07 to go here in the third quarter. 38-30, Patrick Henry leading. 3rd and 8, fakes it to Miranda, throws it out into the flat, wrapped up, brought down at near the 20, and it's going to be a 4th down. Well defended that time by the Golden Bears. Don't think you're going to go for it 4th and 2 this deep in your own territory.
And I'll tell you what, that time both Rainer Clemens and Connor Hogan got through the line, able to get the hands in the face of Nash Meyer, but he was still able to complete it.
But again, wonderful back and forth across the field by Schaefer to stop the ball carrier. 4th down, big stop for the Golden Bears as we're at 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Delgado back to punt. Here's the snap. The punt, booming punt. Going to drive Langendorfer back to his own 40 where he's going to take the fair catch where the Golden Bears will take over 1st and 10. 2:22 to go in the third quarter. 38-30, Patrick Henry over Bryan on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Fountain City Amphitheater provides opportunities for families and friends to have fun at many different events. After winning Season 21 of The Voice on Team Kelly, Girl Named Tom recently performed a free concert on the AMP's incredible outdoor stage, thanks to numerous corporate and family sponsors.
With a 5-tier sponsorship opportunity, you can help support this project and all that is to come. Sponsorships promote brand exposure and include unique bonuses with each tier.
To learn more about how you can help provide quality programming at the AMP, visit cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater.
Well, Chris, everybody seems to be in a hurry to get out of here tonight. We missed one play coming back. Nice pass from Kepler. I believe that was Carter Dominic on the reception on the far sideline, enough for a Golden Bear first down, moving it into Patrick Henry territory.
Pickup of 12 on that one.
trips to the left, one to the boundary side. Kepler's going to roll to his left, looks to throw it on the flat, dropped.
Drew Hahn dropped that one, and Jace Kepler took a big shot there from Patrick Henry's number 62, Jorge Delgado. Big shot as it was thrown.
That's one of those balls, though, you got to make those catches. It's the one thing that I'm not sure if PH has a drop all night, and it's big on those. You got to make those catches to keep yourself in rhythm. Going to fake it, blitz coming. Kepler in trouble, goes to throw it away over the head of, is that Langendorfer coming back? Dominic was coming back to it. The blitz came and nobody to pick him up. Good play by Kepler just to get rid of it. Make it 3rd down and 10. That's a couple times tonight that I've been really impressed with Jace, not trying to make something out of nothing.
Right.
Just throw it away. We'll try it again on the next down.
You know, it makes it 3rd and 10, but at least it's not intercepted or a sack.
Right. It's either going the other way or 3rd and 18. Kepler in trouble again, going to escape. He's got room over the right-hand side, deep into PH territory, inside the 30 to about the 27. First down, Golden Bears. That was all Jace Kepler.
Yeah, and Sam Harrell did a good job of holding up the first guy, and then he actually came in and kind of twisted his body to get it in front of the second guy, too.
Big run by Kepler on that one. First down 10. Bryan, a minute 45 to go in the 3rd quarter. 38-30. Patrick Henry leading on the main stop scoreboard. Nice handoff back the other way. Good play by PH. They had 3 receivers out to this side of the field. Kind of did a handoff back the other side. It was an inside handoff. Good discipline by PH not to let that one go for a long way. 2nd down, 9 to go. Jessing out to the right, trips to the left. Harold in the backfield to the left of Kepler. Snap comes back. Little pass going to be caught by Hahn. Short gain inside the 25 to about the 24. We're going to make 3rd down, about 6 to go.
And Krager and Behrman, excuse me, right in there as the ball was delivered to make the tackle.
Going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down, 6 to go. Clock running inside a minute here on your main stop scoreboard. Patrick Henry leading Bryan 38-30. Sending trips to the field side, 1 to the boundary side. Harold to the right of Kepler. Jace is going to roll that way. Looks to escape. Dumps it off. Going to be caught for a first down, I believe.
Who is that? That went to Harold, or was that to Hahn?
That wasn't Harold. I think that was Hahn that made the catch.
I wanted to see that one.
Look here on the Welling Construction replay. Sam was blocking. Jace just escapes, dumps it off.
Yep, that was a catch.
Nice catch by Drew Hahn that time. PH player down on that one, cramped up. You know, one of the things that we talked about at the beginning of the game, we talked about when we first got here, this field looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it does. It is.
The footing has been a little slick tonight, and it's one of the things that, after watching the Monday night game, and I'm no Aaron Rodgers fan by any stretch of the imagination, but it's one of the things that scares you when you get a kid that goes to plan and that foot goes away, is that it's something big. Looks like it's just a cramp.
And it looks like that's Miranda again.
That's Miranda again.
So he had
so
a cramp both sides.
The second time, yeah.
He's able to jog it off this time, though, which is good.
But what a big play there for the Golden Bears to get that first down.
This is kind of a situation where it's really the will of the Golden Bears. You know, they are willing themselves to still be in this game. You could let Patrick Henry go up 2 scores on you and then all of a sudden just lay down and give up, but they're not, and that is a big testament to the Golden Bears football team.
Lots of tenacity for this Golden Bear team. Going to fake it to Harold. Kepler going to go up the middle, going to get about 1 or 2 before they mark him down. But we are, once again, in the Stockman Lawn Service red zone for lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying. Call Stockman Lawn Service at 419-636-6572. They're going to give him 1 on the play, and that's going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. At the end of 3, here from Patrick Henry from Big Red Stadium. Patrick Henry 38, Bryan 30 with your Golden Bears driving on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause.
To the school board and administration.
And everyone who played a role in this project.
We just want to say
thank you.
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Welcome back here to Big Red Stadium in Hamler. Bryan driving as we start the fourth quarter, trailing Patrick Henry by 8, 38-30. Second down, 9 to go. Ball on the 16-yard line for the Golden Bears. They're going to start with two receivers each way. Harold to the left of Kepler. Snap. He's going to roll that way. Pressure's coming. Throws it up. Looks like it is caught.
And there's a flag. Late hit.
Play. Going to be a late hit. The ball's going to be caught inside the one. It's going to move it half the distance to the goal. Look at this one on the Welling Construction replay, almost in the end zone to catch that.
And you don't have, because the camera followed the pass, you don't see what happened afterwards. But twice now, it's been a late hit and it's been a high hit on Jace Kepler.
That is going to put the ball inside the one, would be my guess. It looked like that the catch was complete to the one, and then you get the half the distance to the goal.
Looks like it's going to be...
Looks like they're putting it on the two.
The two.
They give him the touchdown.
Oh, did they give him the touchdown?
They gave him the touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
38-36.
I didn't even see that.
I thought that he was coming out of the end zone when he caught it. I didn't see any signals, but we'll take it. 38-36. Take a look at the replay here.
He was in.
He was in the end zone.
We missed that.
No sign came from the far official. It must have been from the one on this side. Big two-point conversion here.
Kepler's out of that scrum.
Gets it away to... Oh, he doesn't quite get there.
Oh, my goodness.
He got it to Harold Blade out of the scrum. Big stop.
Two-point conversion. Ball short.
Just short. If he could have just got that right arm out. Really good play by Patrick Henry as Sam tried to stretch the arm out, but he had somebody that had a hold of him. 38-36, 11:52. Why don't we take a break? I'm not sure how many we'll get. You're on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Welcome back here. Conversation in the press box. None of us saw the touchdown signal go up, but hey, that's what it is.
Yeah, they said Schellenberger. I don't know who it was. I couldn't even tell.
I thought it was Drew Hahn.
I was thinking it was Drew Hahn, but I'm not sure.
But here we go. 38-36, 11:52 to go in the ball game. Bryan, once again, their defense needs to do what they did last possession to be able to get off the field. Run up the kick, end over end, going to be taken at about the 10. Going to be Johnson, I believe, with the return out over the 20, 25, 30. Going to be swarmed under at about the 33-yard line.
Better coverage there by the Golden Bears.
It was. Good discipline coverage.
Coming in off the bottom of that crowd is 55, Connor Hogan.
You know, it's not one of the things that you really expect to see is one of your starting offensive and defensive linemen down there covering kicks. But a lot of these Bryan kids need Superman jerseys because I'll tell you what, they go both ways, all three ways, and play hard all night.
Basically, the only two that don't go special teams is Kepler and Harold. That's the time they get their break. Otherwise, they're in every play.
Trips to this side of the field, one to the right. Meyer alone in the backfield, drops back to pass. throws a dart, going to be dropped. One of the few that they've had.
One of the few drops.
One of the things I've been really impressed with these PH receivers is they go down and get the ball really, really well.
Jessing was on the coverage there. And the linebackers have to always be careful because they had an empty backfield there in that one, but those guys that run that short route, the linebackers are not going for the long passes because of the short route here potential. And so they don't go after those, and so it sometimes allows the receivers to slip the defender there.
Between the play, Houston Miranda comes back in for PH. In the block, Meyer throws it out. Broken on really well by, was that Drew Hahn? Hahn broke well on the ball, but just a nice pitch and catch once again to Johnson.
Well, and he wrapped him right up and didn't allow him to get any yak yards after catch, and that really helped hold him to make it a third down instead of a first down.
It was a really good play. It's out there on that island, and that's a couple times tonight that Hans broke on the ball really well and then realized he wasn't going to get there, pulled back and made the stop. Third down, 3 to go. Ball on the 41 as we're running at 11 minutes to go in the ball game. PH 38, Bryan 36. Meyer, there's a little dart knocked down.
That Raider Clemens that got a hand on that?
I think Clemens may have got a hand on that, but let's look on the Welling Construction replay.
Yeah,
he does. It was Clemens.
Clemens
playing a little bit of power forward there and knocking it down. Going to force a PH punt. It's one nice thing when you have offenses like this. This could be, in a lot of cases, a 4th and 3. You may want to think about it, but you can't risk putting that offense for Bryan back there.
He's going to put this over Langendorfer's head.
Langendorfer back to receive the punt. High booming kick. Langendorfer's going to take it. Drop it at the 20. Falls on his own ball. Oh, that was disaster avoided.
It was disaster averted.
I tell you what, I love the LED lights. They're really good. But when that ball gets above them, it gets dark in a hurry up there. Bryan has the ball now just inside of 11 minutes to go in the ball game, trailing by 2, ball on their own 20.
Need some first downs here, need to move the football down the field and end it with a score here.
Kepler pumps, throws over the middle, the ball's going to be deflected, I believe.
That was Houston Miranda that got in there and put his hands up, big paws, and knocked that bear pass down.
Does a pump fake to Jessing, goes over the top.
By Houston Miranda, second down.
Second down, 10 to go for the Golden Bears. Harold to the right. Kepler's going to put it in, take it away, going to move forward, may give him about 1, going to bring up third down, 9 to go. That read option has just been, neither one of the options has been there all night long.
No, and you know, Patrick Henry's done a good job of studying film on the Golden Bears because that's really a bread and butter play for the Bears, and they have taken that away all night.
It is. It's really stopped Kepler's running, and it shows that, you know, Sam's only got about 9 carries tonight, too. Broke that one big 71-yarder, but
the Kepler runs have been design runs, have been good.
Third down, 9 to go. Kepler hit as he throws it deep downfield, going to be incomplete.
That might be a hold on the Golden Bears. It is.
Once again, that Kepler gets hit as he throws. Pressure all night long from this PH defense.
They're going to decline the penalty.
Make it 4th down, 9, 4th and 10.
Brings up 4th down.
You know, one of the things that I wondered coming in when you saw that PH had 2 shutouts on the year was what were the offenses that they were up against, and you didn't see a bunch of potent offenses they were playing. But I'll tell you what, what I saw in the Hicksville video is what I've seen tonight. Their first step is downhill. They are on you before you have a chance to do anything. Low snap, picked up, kicked away, short kick, going to bounce and be down at about the 43.
That's going to be good field position.
Good field position, starting on the plus side of the ball.
Yep.
38-36, 10:08 to go in the ball game here from Patrick Henry on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
At Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Welcome back. They are in an absolute hurry to get this one. I think the referees must have vacation starting tomorrow as they rush back. Miranda, nice run on the first down play. Good for about 12 yards.
Well, he got exactly 10 because he was at the 43. Now he's at the 33.
Big saving, maybe a touchdown saving tackle there by Cade Carlin. 9:45 to go. PH first down, 10 to go. Ball on the Bryan 33. Miranda to the left of Meyer. Meyer's going to keep it wrapped up. Nice ankle tackle. Brought down not very much on the play. Looked like Connor Hogan on the stop.
Aiden Schellenberger got the first hit on him with actually Schaefer.
Schaefer did.
Yeah, Schaefer, and then coming in and cleaning it up. I saw a double number there. Wasn't sure if it was 22 or 33.
When you look at this defense, you got 33, 44, and 55 out there in the middle.
And occasionally you get a 22.
Get a 22 to come in there as well. And, you know, injuries early in the year, you had an 11 out there playing off the end. Twins to the left, 11 package, one tight end. Miranda's going to take the ball, dances around, tries to get upfield, breaks through a couple of tackles, is going to be brought down short of the 25.
We've talked about Houston Miranda being kind of a mirror image of Sam Harold. Sam is 5'11", 201. Miranda is 5'11", 181. So Sam has the weight advantage, but they are both patient runners.
Very
We've seen that all night from Houston Miranda. He'll find a blocker, he'll wait, he'll delay, he'll stutter step, and then he'll usually get positive yardage. Very rarely do you bring that guy down behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down 3. Big third down play here for the Golden Bears. Tight end to the right, twins to the right. Going to be a little shovel pass off to Miranda, and he's going to break it upfield. Going to be enough for Patrick Henry first down. That little quick pitch has just been a really 6-7 yard bread and butter play for this PH team all night long.
And as you mentioned tonight, it is really just like a run. When you get the ball in his hands, he's already got a head of steam, and you just throw it out in space. He doesn't need any time to gear up. He's already moving in his top gear.
Running under 8 minutes to go in the ball game now. 38-36, first down 10 for PH at the 21.
Bears could use a turnover right here.
Really in a big way. Nobody over the top, playing run all the way, and PH is going to pass. Takes a shot for the corner of the end zone. Ball's going to be knocked away incomplete, I believe.
Well, Jessing was down there, but I don't think Jessing knew that it was going to come to him. You see how he racked it at the last second?
Got his hand up at the very last minute.
Another Patrick Henry Patriot down on the field. And I think it's Lincoln Kreger that might be down.
Looks like he's in a little bit of pain. I'm almost afraid to send it away as quick as they've been moving, but we'll take one for our sponsors. You're listening and watching Bryan Golden Bear Football on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Lincoln Kreger, the injured Patriot.
Lincoln Kreger down for the PH, getting helped off the field. Going to bring up second down, 10 to go. Give us a second to say thank you once again to all of our sponsors, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, the Daniel Van Atta Agency, Fackler Monument, Jason Dietsch Automotive Services, Newcomers, Schaefer, Spangler and Brenninger, Northwest State Community College, and Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Veteran Services of Williams County. Second down, 10 to go. And we got a timeout on the field. Timeout PH.
Timeout on the field, timeout.
We'll keep it here. Let's take a look for while we've got this minute to take a breath at the out-of-town scoreboard. Looking at scores from around the conference and around the area tonight. Ayersville 35, Edgerton 7, Paulding 28-14 over Fairview, Holgate 16, Harlan Christian 2, Columbian 35, Huron 17, Whitford 46, Eden 18, Pillier over Sand Creek 19-12 in the fourth quarter, Clyde over Port Clinton 34-7, Napoleon 42, Springfield 6 in the fourth, Salina 44, Kenton 14, Wauseon 24-3 over Evergreen, Archbald beats Delta 41-0. Liberty Center over Swanton 55-7.
Those are both running clocks, I think, in the second half.
And they're done. And Defiance beat Shawnee 30-8. First down run by Nash Meyer. Keeps it, goes up the middle. Going to be a gain of about 3 on the play. Hogan and Schaefer on the tackle. Third down, 7 to go. 7:20 to go in the ball game here. 38-36. PH leading Bryan. PH is in no hurry.
No, absolutely not. You know, a touchdown and 2-point conversion makes it a 10-point ball game.
No, again, absolutely no hurry. 7 minutes to go. Break the huddle with 5 on the play clock. Snap, fakes it to Miranda, throws a little quick out. Going to be caught, but on the ground. So
Thomas Smith thought he was in the NFL, decided to get up
and go, yeah.
Can't do that in high school.
Someone to touch him.
Fourth down for the Patriots.
4th down and 7. We know they're not going to kick a field goal. We know they're not going to punt. That means they're going for it. This would be a big stop for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, it absolutely would. You know, and they're just milking that clock. Clock's still running. They're going to get it down to 6:15 or so when they snap this, maybe a little bit further. And, you know, the key right now, the clock is also both a friend and an enemy right now.
Meyer back to pass, looks, pumps, throws, touchdown. Double move once again by Johnson, gets behind the Bryan defense.
And again,
that little pump fake we did on it.
And another one where you had 4th and 7, you know, a chance to really stop it, and they go in for the touchdown. And again, just the coverage on that side, everybody got fooled by the double run, the double pump.
Now this becomes a must stop.
Yep.
I don't think that with 6 minutes to go in the game, the way PH runs the clock, that we're going to want to go down 2 possessions. We need to stop them here, score, get the 2-point conversion, and we'll take our chances in the last couple minutes of the ball game. But you can't let them have this 2-point conversion. Meyer coming out. Houston Miranda to his left. No tight end. Little toss on the slant. Caught. Almost no way to defend that. Even if you take inside leverage, it's tough to defend, and that's going to be a 10-point ball game and makes it really tough for the Golden Bears now. But 6:11 to go. Bryan's going to get the ball back here from Big Red Stadium. 46-36, Patrick Henry over Bryan on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration,
and everyone who played a role in this project.
We just want to say
thank you.
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Welcome back here to Hamler, Ohio. Scenic Hamler, Ohio, and a beautiful night for football. 6:11 to go. Bryan down now 2 scores, Chris.
Yeah, they are. And, you know, 4th and 7. Earlier in the game, 4th and 9. You cannot give up touchdowns when it's 4th and long. You just can't.
You can't. And 3rd and 18 on that drive that we had him 4th and 9 as well. Just not, it's big plays. And, you know, we talked earlier about the will of Bryan to come back from 2 scores down twice. No doubt they can do it. The problem is that there's only 6 minutes to go. Muff punt, Schellenberger absolutely bowled over.
I'll tell you what, you gotta, if you're Schellenberger, you need to just fall on that ball. He drops it, and then he picks it up, and Bosselman just comes in.
Just absolutely. leveled him. Nice to see him hop up with the ball after that one. Because that's one that could have gone really wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Ball on the 25. Bryan's going to go 75 yards, get the extra point, go on sides, and score again. 6:06 to go. Harold's going to come this way, nowhere to go, wrapped up.
Sam Harold, ball carrier.
The one thing that this PH team has done all night is, except for the one long run, they have stretched him to the sideline and waited for help to come. They're not attacking him. They're just stretching it out, waiting for help to come. They've played Sam Harold, and he's probably got 125 yards, 130 yards. They've played him as well as anybody all season.
Absolutely.
Little tight trips to the left side. Kepler in trouble, runs, turns his shoulders, throws. Going to see if it's going to be a catch. It looks like they're saying a catch. Nice little catch on that play. Is that?
Let's see if we have that dialed up on replay. Let's see.
Caught by Bryan's number 4.
Kevin Jesse.
Oh, that first down yardage, 1st and 10 on Patriot 39.
That was a catch, I think.
That was a catch, I think. I think he got his hands on. The official said it was a catch. It was a catch. When it's working in our favor, we're not going to question.
Well, and they're down there.
They are. They are.
If this were the college, I would say they're whistling that for a booth review. I would think
there's going to be a booth review coming for that one, yeah. So here we go. 46-36, first down Bryan. Ball at the 39-yard line, 5:12 to go in the ball game. Harold in the backfield with Kepler, 2 receivers each way. Back to pass once again. Kepler chased out of the pocket. Pass is going to be incomplete, I believe. One of the first targets of the night for Weber. He came down out of bounds.
Weber's playing in relief of Carter Brown, who's out injured, and we haven't called his name tonight. And he caught it, but it was caught with 1 foot out of bounds.
Every single time, though, that Kepler rolls back to pass, Smith is all over him. In trouble again. Turns it upfield. Powers his way forward for a gain of about 5 on the play.
Tackle made by Houston Miranda.
But again, flushed out of the pocket, nowhere to go.
6, 3rd down and 4.
But Grant Smith has been in the 6'6", 206-pound sophomore with already 9 tackles or 9 sacks on the season, has been in the backfield all over the place. Throwback screen, late hit, but Harold's taken off downfield, runs down at about the 31, and we're going to get another late hit on the play.
There's a late hit back there, and there's a penalty here at the 50. So they're going to get a late hit there, but I want to see what the play is right here. Might be a hold, too.
A hold or a block in the back.
So the late hit should supersede that.
Personal foul, roughing the passer against PH. Personal foul, crackback block. They're going to offset. So is it a replay of the down, or is it a first down where the ball's at?
You'd think.
I believe
they're going to replay the down.
Crackback block was the penalty called on Bryan. They will replay the down.
Roughing the passer, that one's big. One of the things that we don't often talk about is the yards of penalties that are never, that's going to go in the book as an offsetting penalty. But for Bryan, that was a 35-yard penalty.
Yes, it was. And if you didn't have the crack block there,
it's first down at the 30 with 15 more on top of it. So we'd have been at the 15-yard line, first down and 10, instead of 3rd and 4 at the 45, with 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Pressure comes again. Pass dropped.
Oh, and there could be one there, too. Oh, my goodness. And there it is. Good. Because that was real late.
That was late. That was late.
Incomplete.
Late and high.
And you got a Golden Bear down. See if we can we run that one back?
Officials timeout on the field for an injury.
You've got the play dropped and hit high.
Yeah, hit high after the play. After it was well incomplete, but the problem
it wasn't only the hit. It was the walking over him and posing after the hit.
Yeah, so you got the late hit, but you also have the pose.
It's a tough one. And, you know, it's tough. We see it in the pros. We see it in college. It's really difficult to pull up when you are in the frame. And I think he gets away with it if he wouldn't have walked over him
in the pose
on his way away and did the little pose. And, you know, I'm sure that on the far side of the field, Coach Redhead's and the officials here wondering where the call is.
He's right now on the field with the officials.
He is. He is, as we've got, I believe that's Langendorfer down on the turf right now.
It is. It is. And again, I think you're right. I don't think it was the hit. It was the stepping over and posing after that was the thing. Because you made the play already. There's no need to go on and have the extracurricular after that.
And again, this is a big one as the line judge is coming over to have a conversation with Coach I while we're taking care of the Bryan player on the field. They're calling the personal foul, 15 yards. Let's take a break. We'll send it off to our sponsors. We'll be back. 4 minutes, 3 seconds to go. 46-36, Patrick Henry over Bryan on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause.
To the school board and administration.
And everyone who played a role in this project.
We just want to say,
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
But it was, when he walked over at the end, I'm like, oh, there we go. Yeah, I thought, oh well. That's why I'm up here, not down.
15-yard.
Welcome back to Patrick Henry. Ball's going to be moved down inside PH territory in the 40-yard line. 4:03 to go in the ball game. Bryan down 10. Nice to see that Langendorfer sitting up.
Well, we thought based on the replay that it wasn't necessarily the hit, but the taunt at the end. But what they're saying when they signaled the penalty was the late hit.
Just a personal foul.
Which is interesting. Yeah, we can roll that again while we're seeing there. But right here, you know, hand in his face, the hit right there is fine.
The hit comes in high a little bit late.
It's the standing over. It's got to be the standing over. I don't think they would have called the hit.
The hit
the standing over and the pointing is what I think was the flag.
I think that was the flag.
That's not what he signaled, though. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think the hit was as clean as possible. You arrive at the same time as the ball. He was a little high. He was bobbling it. It's a hit. But I think it's got to be that second action, but I don't know. Yeah, he did say personal foul on the thing, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what goes on here, and hopefully Langendorfer's okay.
Langendorfer's up, getting helped off the field.
I think you're right. I think we're looking at probably concussion.
Maybe concussion protocol. That's a tough hit. You know, I think back in the day, I worked on a squad and worked a lot of football games up in Michigan, and one night we had a tall, lanky kid came across the middle, a little fire plug middle linebacker, just cut him in half. Yeah. Calls for the medics to come over. The coach calls us to come down, and we look at him, and, you know, we're on the sidelines with him for like 5 minutes. Coach comes over and goes, "You want to go back in?" I said, "I don't think so, Coach." He goes, "Well, he doesn't look that hurt." I looked at him and I said, "He's scared to death." He came out in the second half, played one play, came off, took his helmet off, and he was done. So
the thing with Maddox Langendorfer is he also plays basketball and had some concussion issues during basketball last year. And so you want to be real careful there.
And out here for Bryan, he does everything. Yep. Returns kicks, plays defense, plays offense. Kepler taken off, in trouble. Tries to escape, drops the ball. See if he gets it back. It's still on the ground. And they're going to say he got it back.
They're fighting. Let's see.
It looks like Kepler did get it off the bottom of the pile, I believe. Loss on the play, though. Third down, 13 to go. Second down, 13 to go. 3.5 to go. You know, and that's the tough thing about that one is the clock keeps rolling. Bryan's got to be in a little bit of a hurry here. Everybody's standing around looking as the clock still, Kepler's pointing to the Kepler's pointing to the clock. Referees are stopping play
Yeah,
now.
I don't know what's going on.
Lots of confusion.
The official kept the clock moving. So they're going to reset it, which is interesting because they wound it right on the sideline.
Waiting to see if they're going to reset the clock.
I think it's going to 3:45, 3:45.
3:45. So 3:45 to go.
Oh, sorry, 3:55. There you go.
3:50 to go.
Now they're standing.
Wait
a minute, now they stopped it again. They rolled it and then they stopped it. So what is it?
Waiting to see what the back judge calls because he's the guy in charge of the clock. Now they're going to wind it at 3:46. And now we're going to get the clock stopped from the far side. I'm not sure anybody is quite sure what's going on.
So they go back to 3:50.
Back to 3:50. They're going to roll. Now they're going to roll the clock. Second down, 13 to go.
I don't think maybe the play clock wasn't set.
Once again, we're going to get a hold. Pass is going to be caught, but it's still going to go back.
Where's the flag? Oh, there it is.
It's back once again. Smith in Kepler's face almost by the time he gets the ball. That ball is going to go back 10 yards. It's going to be third down and 23. We just have not had an answer for Smith coming off the edge all night.
Nope.
You see right here in the Welling Construction replay, one move and he's in the backfield.
Penalty that we walked off.
We're going to make it second down, 23.
Second down.
That's one of those where the new holding rules help Bryan, because that would have been about a 15-yard penalty. Second down, 23, ball on the 47. Golden Bears trailing by 10, 3:35 to go. Kepler back to pass. Here comes the blitz late. He steps up. He's got room, dumps it out to Harold. Harold breaks one tackle, dragging people forward. Up close to a first down, but he's going to be just short. It's going to be third down and about one, I believe.
Boy, I tell you what, again, Sam is serving as that safety valve there. The play is not a design play to go to Sam Harold. It's designed to go downfield. When all the guys are covered, Drew Hahn's covered, Carter, Dominic's covered, you use Sam as kind of your release valve.
Bryan doesn't have a tight end, but Sam Harold's a tight end.
Yep, he is.
Harold's going to go up the middle this time, brought down enough for a Golden Bear first down.
You know, I think right now the enemy is the clock. It's 3:19 remaining, and the Bears down 2 scores. You know, they're moving the ball, but I don't know that they're going fast enough.
Exactly. First down, 10 to go. Ball at the 29. Kepler back to pass. Smith comes off the other end this time. Kepler trying to escape, in trouble once again. I'm not sure if they're going to call that incomplete or if that's going to be a fumble. It looked like he tried to throw it to me, but I've seen no indication yet.
And I don't know.
It didn't make the line of scrimmage, so at best it's going to be
grounding.
Intentional grounding. There's the flag. It's going to be intentional grounding. The pass has to get to the line, and it didn't make it to the line of scrimmage. But once again, they move Smith to the other side of the line. He comes in, and by the time everything is wrapped up, no place.
Yep.
Going to be second down and an area code. Ball back to the 41. Second and 23. We've just had no answer.
Nope.
Even when we leave somebody in to chip him, there's just been no answer for Smith, and here he comes again. Spins, they break through. Little pop pass going to be caught by Drew Hahn, I believe. Hahn with the catch going to be to the 25, 26-yard line. Going to bring up third down and
20, to the 19.
Third and 6 for the Golden Bears. Ball on the, they're going to mark him at the 24. 2 receivers each way for the Golden Bears. Sam Harold in the backfield with Jace Kepler. Clock running at 2:30. Bears trailing by 10. Kepler steps up. Can he run for it? He gets the edge, trying to get himself around. Gets close to the 20, but not enough for a first down. Going to be fourth and about 3.
Down by Houston Miranda.
And Houston Miranda, we've been calling his name all night long, and again on the stop right there.
Just good closing speed, makes the play. And again, not many people are able to drag Jace Kepler down with high like that. Credit to Houston Miranda. Why don't we take a timeout here as Brian's taking a timeout to talk about this fourth down play. 2:18 to go in the ball game. Patrick Henry 46, Bryan 36 on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Let's play together. Bryan, Ohio will have a new inclusive playground on the site of the former Lincoln Elementary School. An inclusive playground is a place for children and families of all physical, mental, and social abilities to learn, play, and grow together. We are currently raising funds with the goal of starting construction this fall. The Lincoln Park Inclusive Playground Project is an initiative of Bryan Parks and Recreation using a project fund at the Bryan Area Foundation. To learn more or make a donation, visit BryanAreaFoundation.org.
Welcome back here to PH. The ball game right here, Chris.
It is.
4th and 4. Bryan's got to score. Bryan's got to get the first down. Bryan's got to score. Then they got to go onside and get the ball back. 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Kepler back to pass. Full protection over the middle. Caught. Touchdown, Bryan.
Drew Hahn got
Drew Hahn. We ran total protection that time. For the first time all night, Jace has had time to throw. 46-42. It looks like they're leaving the team out to go for 2.
I'm not entirely sure why. I guess the figure is you probably need, you need 2 scores.
You need 2 scores anyway.
Anyway, so.
And we haven't tried a field goal all year, so I'm not sure we were going to try one there. Kepler rolls, pressure comes again, looks, throws. This one's going to be picked off. So 2:13 to go, 46-42, PH. I think we're coming back to an onside kick attempt for the Golden Bears. It'll be the first one of the year. You're on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Well, this is one of those interesting scenes, Chris. We haven't tried an onside kick all year. We play most of our games on turf. Here we come, 2:13 to go. We can't give them the ball back. We've only got 2 timeouts to go. I think you've got to go on sides here. First time all season, on grass.
You never can know what happened. We've been involved in a lot of Patrick Henry Bryan games where it's been down to onside kicks. I remember a game where Bryan got 3 onside kicks against PH. I think it was back in the 10s, maybe 2012, 2013 era. And right here it's if they get it, they have to get the onside kick.
Here we go. Moran lined up to kick it. Everybody to the left-hand side of Bryan's formation, and Bryan will take a timeout.
He is not happy. Look at Coach
Redhead is not happy. I'm not sure if it was the lineup, but he is not happy.
Oh, he is furious right now with his team. And you know what else he's saying is, he also made me waste a timeout.
Exactly, which, in the big scheme of things, that could be the bigger issue in this one. He is not able to stop the clock one more time.
When we talked to Coach Redhead this week, we talked a little bit about special teams because no special teams has been a little bit of an issue. And after that Van Wert game, Coach Redhead took over special teams. So that's his play right there. And so that's why he's that upset.
Those are his guys. So we've got 6 to the left of Uran, 4 to the right.
Patrick Henry will shift that way and overload that side as well.
Run up the top, gets a nice bounce. PH is going to fall on it. It was executed as perfect as it could be executed for the Golden Bears.
Needed a bounce.
They just needed a bounce. It's one where you almost wish you had the turf on that one to get the high hop. So right now, basically, 1 first down. And this one's over. Bryan, and you having to waste a timeout. The Bears can only stop the clock one time.
Right, exactly. The thing you can hope for, they're going to be in full protect right now. They're going to, you got to watch for a big snap, a snap over the head, something like that. The Bears would need to.
And I think we're.
Because I don't think we're going into there. I think you're going to see a steady dose right now
of Houston Miranda. I think so.
And maybe Landon Johnson.
Going to bring Miranda this way. Spins out of 1 tackle, spins out of 2 tackles, stays on his feet. Going to be wrapped up at the 50. And if I'm Coach I, that's one of the things that I'm looking at him and going, no, don't fight 2 tackles, son. Just go down.
Yeah,
Brian's going to stop the clock for the last time with 2:03 to go. Let's keep it here. Take a look and thank all of our sponsors tonight for what has been just an incredible football game, 46-42. Andres O'Neill and Lowe, Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Recreation, the Daniel Van Atta Agency, Fackler Monument, Jason Dietsch Automotive Services, Newcomer, Schaefer, Spangler and Brettinger, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Starks Plumbing and Heating, Veteran Services of Williams County. Our scoreboard all night has been sponsored by Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Open when you need them. You're always near a Main Stop. Thursday, every Thursday. Replays as always sponsored by Welling Construction. Call Welling Construction, your vision, our expertise, 419-636-3712. Red Zone, a lot of Red Zone tonight. Stockton Lawn Service has got a lot of work tonight. And our thanks to our partners at WBNO, WQCT, and again, the Homecoming Community event coming up on September 27th, and the Elevate and Explore event on October 25th. More information as the weeks go on.
BryanSports.com will be your source for all the information you need on that. So make sure you check out BryanSports.com. Also register for the Bryan Ford Lincoln kickoff. We had a lot of registration in the first couple weeks, and it slowed down just a bit, so good chances to win. A good chance to be the kickoff person here. So,
if TK can get her name drawn, it can happen to anybody, right,
absolutely,
partner?
Absolutely, it can.
Want to say again, a reminder to folks: the Homecoming Community events coming up September 27th. Homecoming game night at Golden Bear Stadium. All BCS students and the community are invited to attend to enjoy food, games, raffles, and more, starting at 5:30. The bonfire will be held beginning at 7:30. Please join us then. Back to action once again. It's going to be Miranda coming this way, brought down, gain of about 3. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4, maybe 5.
On the tackle.
Actually, the Bears used the timeout, and then PH used the timeout.
Yeah, back-to-back timeouts there.
So
just making sure that nothing gets missed.
Patriots will snap this with about 1:15 to go.
A first down here ends the ballgame.
Yep, for sure.
Because Bryan can't stop it. 14 seconds to go on the clock. You got trips to the far side of the field. Tight end to the near side. Miranda to the right of Meyer.
This is anything other than
and it's going to be a quarterback run right up the middle, and it's going to be enough for a PH first down, and that's going to be the ball game. Bryan can't stop it now.
That was key right there. I knew they lined up trips, but I knew it wasn't going that way at all.
And it's been Bryan's Achilles heel all night, not able to get off the field on 3rd and 4th down.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Patriots at the Bryan 39.
Should be the victory formation for the Patriots now. PH will move to 5-0. Your Golden Bears go to 3-2. Victory formation out of the shotgun, something that always scares the living daylights out of me, but it's modern football.
Absolutely. And they will not need to restart the clock.
And that's going to be it.
Yep. Tough one. Good game. We expected a good game. We got a good game.
We did. Everything we could ask for, just a well-fought game by two teams.
Yep.
PH, number 2 in the state in the AP voting in D7, proved every bit of their worth tonight. And we come back next week with another tough one. Back on the road again as the Road Warriors continue their way as we go to Patrick Henry.
for an NWOAL contest.
Yeah, we got Liberty Center next week at their place. This back-to-back road trip is rough. And Liberty's tough. Liberty pounded
Swan tonight, I believe 45 to nothing.
So it's gonna be tough. So.
And again, we know what we're going to get. I was looking when we got our NWOAL stats out for the first time this year. They got sent to us, and I'm looking at all the passing numbers. Liberty Center has thrown the ball 7 times through the first 4 games of the season, so we know we're not going to see a throwing contest next week, but stopping them on the ground is tough.
Absolutely.
Let's take a break for our sponsors. We'll come right back, wrap things up here, and get ready to get out of here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Patrick Henry defeats Bryan tonight 46-42. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason East Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Let's play together. Bryan, Ohio will have a new inclusive playground on the site of the former Lincoln Elementary School. An inclusive playground is a place for children and families of all physical, mental, and social abilities to learn, play, and grow together. We are currently raising funds with the goal of starting construction this fall. The Lincoln Park Inclusive Playground Project is an initiative of Bryan Parks and Recreation using a project fund at the Bryan Area Foundation. To learn more or make a donation, visit BryanAreaFoundation.org.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
At Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
What a ball game. Yeah. Everything that we predicted and more. 46-42. Bryan guts it out to the very end. Just couldn't get off the field on drive-ending plays.
Drive-ending plays. You couldn't get off the field 3rd and 4th down. 3rd and 4th down were just tough tonight. A 3rd and 19, a 4th and 9 that went for a touchdown, a 4th and 7 that went for a touchdown. That's the difference in the game.
It's the difference in the ball game. Bryan played well. The one thing that I was really impressed with is twice tonight, or was it 3 times tonight, Bryan went down by 2 scores and fought their way back every time. And you know what? You love the heart. It's tough to come up on the short end of this one, but they played a really good football team tonight.
They absolutely did, and Patrick Henry's going to do good things. As you said, they're state ranked. They're 5-0 now. And it's going to be a tough road for the Golden Bears next week against a really powerful Liberty Center team.
That center team that just is going to run and run and run and run, and you got to get off the field on 3rd down against them, or it's going to be a long night.
It will be. It will be. This was advertised as going to be a good football game, and it was a great football game.
Everything we could have asked for and more. They had answers for Sam Harold, which we said in the beginning of the game. That's what PH needed to do. And again, Bryan just could not get off the field late. I think we're going to wrap it up. What do you think, partner?
We are. I think we're right. I mean, there's not much more you can say about it. 2 good football teams playing good football.
It really was. The great game, back and forth, 22-22 at halftime. In the end, PH holds on to win this one, 46-42 over the Golden Bears. PH goes to 5-0. The Golden Bears go to 3-2. Bryan on the road next week at Liberty Center.
And I'll be with you again.
Going to be a tough one. You and me, our first loss, partner.
Yep.
As Jim Thunderberg says, all the coaching, all the players, it comes up to the announcers, and you and I just took our first loss. Huge thanks go out tonight First off, to the incredible hospitality here at Patrick Henry, Luke George, the entire staff. We felt at home all night long.
Excellent.
Our director, Krista Bruner, awesome job as always on cameras. John Tripodi and Florence Jones getting all the shots that we even had to go back and look at a few times to know exactly what was going on. Rick Armentrout on the board at WQCT. Nick Fraley and Kelly Getz at WOSN. Golden Bear Photography, Matt Neff and Stephanie Ponzak. Our executive producer, my partner here tonight, Chris Malanga. Tonight's broadcast on bryansports.com or on WOSN tomorrow at 4 o'clock. WOSN can be found on Spectrum Channel 19 over the air on Channel 26.1. Next Friday night, the Bears are on the road again. We make the trip down 24 to face Liberty Center. I'll be back with Chris. Pregame, 6:40, right here on bryansports.com and Q96.5. Tonight's broadcast is produced by the Golden Bear Sports Network for the private use of our listening audience and watching audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game, without express written consent of the Bryan City School District is prohibited. One final time, for all of us at the Golden Bear Sports Network, with Chris Malanga, I'm Dave Brobston. Your final score once again from Patrick Henry. The Patriots, 46. The Golden Bears, 42. Have a great night. Enjoy your weekend.